March 14th through 19th, Madison Square Garden. March 23rd through April 7th, Ringling Brothers Circus, where anything can and will happen.
What kind of show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
To bring you our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're here are about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen.
From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
ain't nobody.
Hey, this phenomenal.
Like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
From yo block to yo block. Heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much
Again and again. Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you the winner of the Game Shoes of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Guess who's coming to the show today? Friend to the show. Ex-porn star extraordinaire, Heather Hunter. She's coming to air out Avant and talk about, she's got an art gallery that she's opened up. So she wants to talk about that too. Also, Advice Hour is coming up next hour. It's my pleasure to be here and help you out with the snafus going on in your life. Full-blown major disasters. And you know when it's a full-blown major disaster. I'm not that good at that because I usually don't know enough about your situation to really help you out. But anyway, we'll give it a whirl. Next hour is Advice Hour, everyone. The phones are open. Everything seems to be working today, so let's seize the moment. Seize the moment while we're in good shape. It is what it is. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey.
Hey, this is Persia White.
What's up? This is Rolanda Watts.
This is Rachel True, Mona from Half and Half, and you are listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah. It is the 9th anniversary of Biggie's death. And the new XXL features a very gangster Mrs. Wallace, Biggie's mom. She's sitting on the throne chair, looking like she'll do you in before you'll get a chance to even do her in. In every picture, Miss Wallace is looking like, except for the last picture where it's a close-up of her face and she's looking like the mom. In the other picture, she looks like the notorious MOM. I haven't had a chance to read this article yet, but it's in the XXL with T.I. on the cover. And T.I. is looking good as usual. He's got a way about him. I have a feeling he's too thin, though. Is T.I. really skinny? He's got a really skinny look about him. That's just me. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are here. Cool C. Did they gas him yet? is he getting the gas chamber? When you get the death penalty, what happens? Do they don't do executions. Shout out to anybody in Philly. The phone lines are wide open, by the way, for whatever you guys want to talk about. 866-GET-WENDY. Heather Hunter will be in a couple of hours. But Cool C gets put to death today. And then tonight is Little Kim's show. Did you guys see Black and White last night? I didn't see. I had a great time at the comedy show last night. Man, Donnell Rollins showed up. And he told joke, from the Dave Chappelle show. And he told great jokes. It was just a really, really, really fun night. And it was a packed house. And shout out to everybody who was at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience in Times Square last night at the Laugh Factory. We had some... Oh, Nicole's on line number 6. She wants to talk about the Black and White show. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I was pleasantly surprised last night. I thought they were gonna zhuzh it up a little bit as far as sugarcoat it, but it really wasn't like that. It was a good show. I learned a lot. It would probably been
sugar coated a bit if it was somebody other than perhaps Ice Cube producing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I think everyone should watch that show.
Is it a half hour or an hour?
It was an hour.
Oh, good. I didn't get it until like after midnight, and I actually looked on FX to see if they were going to be, repeating it at like 2 a.m. or, during the gangsta hour or something like that, but they didn't.
Yeah, it was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. Well, I just called to say hi.
Well, thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Erica is 27, and she's on line number 1. Erica, your mother and I ran into each other?
No, we didn't run into each other. My mother saw you down the street on 33rd.
Oh.
And I work in the Empire State Building. I called you before. And she was like, I just saw Wendy, and, she's such a good-looking lady. She looks so nice. She was sitting in your truck. The truck that I give you guys.
You know what? I had just come back from Brooklyn, as a matter of fact. I spoke to women and men about domestic abuse. Actually, I was one of many people. I was, I was the one that wasn't the expert, but just somebody to come and offer inspiration. Then they had a bunch of experts over at New York Tech.
Oh, that's really good.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I am literally, your mother must have seen me about 10 minutes ago, because I literally am just sliding in the door.
Yeah, she said she saw you was parked in the Jeep, the truck or whatever. She said, oh, I saw Wendy. She's a good-looking girl. I said, I'm going to call her and tell her today. Because I checked, they don't believe I be getting through to you like that. But I said, I talked to Wendy on a regular. And I just called to give you a very nice compliment. And also, they think that black guy killed that woman, and if he did, they need to kill him on Jamaica Avenue and stone him with hot coals.
Oh, okay? Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh,
Disgusting.
yeah.
I'm from Jamaica, and I'm glad they got him off the street, but he looked a little crazy in the paper.
He did. He does have the crazy look, right?
Yes, he does. Well, anyway, are you still doing that comedy thing on
every Wednesday night?
Every Wednesday? All right. And where's that at again?
The Laugh Factory.
All right. I'm going to have to check you out, because I'm a big fan of yours, Wendy, okay?
Well, thank you.
You go, girl. Keep doing your thing.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Tomorrow, the show will be as usual, except I'll be broadcasting from Memphis, the fine studios at Power 99, nonstop hip-hop, boy. That's right. I'm really looking for. I've never been to Tennessee, and so obviously that I've never been to Memphis, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll see everybody tomorrow night at 10 p.m. promptly at Isaac Hayes Bar and Grill, and from there, you all tell me what to do in you all's town, because I'm not trying to get but too much sleep. I'm trying to feel the streets of Memphis. I like that a lot. And then Saturday, I'm doing a sisters conference during the day, and then Saturday night, back in the streets. Right, back in the streets. I'm really curious as to what's going on in Philly with the rapper Cool C. So, 866-GET-WENDY, but Casey's on line number 2 and wants to comment about somebody who called yesterday. Hi, Casey. Okay, Casey's not there. Yesterday at the end of the show, most of you all didn't hear, but Gail King called and cleared everything up regarding Ludacris and Oprah. And so funny because, it was great talking with Gail, because if I called my best friend Lisa on my way home from the Laugh Factory, which I always do, and review the events of the day. And so one of the things that I said, are you watching Black and White tonight? And she said, no, I'm sleeping, Wendy. I called her a little bit later because I left the club a little bit later. I said, are you going to be watching Little Kim's show tomorrow? So on and so forth. She said, oh, by the way, I spoke with Gail today. Well, she shot up in her bed. She turned her light on. She was like, what? Why are you wasting my time with some damn Black and White and Little Kid? You spoke to Oprah. You spoke to Gail. She's like, wait, that means you spoke to Jesus. And I was like, well, yeah, if Oprah is God, Gail is Jesus. And she called me, gosh, I'm not familiar with my biblical characters. Not characters, but she called me, oh boy. Lisa, are you listening online? I forgot what you called me. Anyway, it was a biblical character. The one next to Jesus. And she said, okay, Wendy, how did you play it? You didn't say anything to mess it up, did you? And I said, well, I don't think so. I mean, there were a lot of questions that I wanted to ask Gail, but I held my tongue because I figured if we make nice, then maybe she'll come on the show. And I'm not looking to go on Oprah's show or Oprah to come on my show or anything like that. That would be asking way too much. And I think I'm way out of pocket for that. But she said, but you're making headway. And I said, yeah, I think you would have been really proud, Lisa. So there's a day next week that I'm going to take a half day. It's really weird in radio when you take a half day because it's obvious to everybody. The first part of the show is going to be best of. And so I'm going to include that phone call. It's actually going to be on Wednesday. I have something really important to do family-wise. And I would not just show up late just to show up. And I feel so bad about showing up late. I don't even want to take the whole day off. But I'm going to play that call then. But it was really nice talking to Gail. She did let me know that Oprah knows exactly who the experience, what the experience is and what we do. Gail at one point during the conversation said, how you doing? I was like, oh, okay. And as for what she said regarding Ludacris and Oprah, you'll hear next Wednesday. Oh, please, just if I tell you now, the next Wednesday, you'll be like, another damn best of half a show. Sandy's on line number 7. She's a woman of a certain age and wants to talk about black and white. Hi, Sandy.
Yes, I wanted to talk about black and white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, turn your radio down, Sand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I watched the show last night, and I was surprised by the white man. I thought he would be a little bit more, I don't know, I thought he had a little more... would have a little bit more in touch with black people, but this man is so lost. It's unbelievable. He will never, I don't care if they have him on there for 3 months or a year, he'll never experience what,
he'll never get the black experience. Yeah.
He doesn't have a clue because he has this thing where people are supposed to call him nigger, and, it's okay to throw the nigger word around, and the wife at one point as well. And when they went into a conference, I think it was a conference or whatever it was, and they were disguised as white people, and the other couple was disguised as blacks, and they were hearing the true feelings of the other people. And the man that was sitting next to the black woman dressed as a white woman, he actually was shaking and shivering. It was like he was he was really letting his real feelings explode about how he felt about black people. And I guess a lot of people were alarmed, but I was most alarmed by this white man who just will never understand what we as black people go through, and especially the black males.
Yeah. Well,
but
I mean,
it's an eye-opener, and it's definitely something very new and very fresh, and I'll be there for each
episode.
Yeah, and it did play last night, but it played back to back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sandy. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Well, that's good to know. If it comes on at 10 o'clock at night and it plays back to back, then the second one comes on at 11 o'clock. I might be able to catch that then maybe on one of these Wednesdays. Well, I would like to see the show. I would like for Ice Cube to come on this show. Ice Cube's a friend of the show. Hey, Elisa, what's up with Ice Cube? What is he so busy being a producer now? He can't, holla at his girl? Hey, O'Shea. Hey, Miss Cube. They've been together for so long. They look alike. They do. All right. You all keep it where you got it. I'm here. We're here. Thank you for being here.
Wendy, man.
Some people you can relate to on other things and what you and your mate don't relate to. You need that emotional jump off sometimes.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yes, kings and
Queens, it's the original Rude Boy David Levy rocking you, reminding you to join me inside the ballroom each and every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then comes Sunday, it's the #1 Caribbean show in the world, Caribbean Fever, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Brought to you by Airwick Scented Oils, creating the perfect mood for your home this holiday season.
Right here at 107.5 WBLS.
Okay. All right. It's BLS 107.5. And it's 24 minutes after 2 o'clock. Good afternoon, friends. Thanks for being... Oh, LA weight loss. Okay, well, let me get to this right away. My LA weight loss counselor, Diane, would have been very proud because Amy Ruth's really does throw down. However, they didn't cook their food conducive to my LA weight loss lifestyle. The salad was dripping in dressing the way Fat Wendy in my mind loves it. I can't have that. The chicken was baked, but I brought my own lunch today, so I knew that I can't overeat. I have raw spinach with turkey, because I like the protein, and some onions and stuff like that. I'll eat my food later. I walked right past the Amy Ruth stuff, and it looked delicious. The macaroni and cheese, the collard greens.
Tasted good, too.
Yep, we had one of those Negroidian spreads today. The radio station, thanks to you good people, is doing better than it ever has, and it's just like, Mr. Jackson and our owners and every jock here and every salesperson, the entire team of people from receptionists to floor vacuumers, everybody who makes this project here at WBLS happen. We just had like a celebration in the other room, and everybody was throwing down on the Negroidian buffet, and I said, I hadn't planned this into my eating today, and besides, I'm not hungry. I just had a little boiled egg prior to coming up here. So LA weight loss, overeating or eating the wrong things is really mind over matter. I will tell you that, and you probably already know that. So you find yourself eating sometimes and you're not hungry at all. You got to stop that. There's no LA weight loss lifestyle counselor who can talk you down from that. You really have got to want to do it. And when you're ready to lose weight, I've got the telephone number to give you right now for LA weight loss. It's toll free. It costs you nothing. And LA weight loss is a lot more affordable than you would ever think. Call 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. And you don't lose out on your lifestyle like some freak with the prepackaged food you're walking around with it. I mean, you can eat at a lot of the favorite places that you love to dine. I mean, of course, there's, 5-star restaurants that you can go to, and you can ask the waiter to tell the chef, please, light on this, heavier on that, and so on and so forth. That's easy to make requests when you go to 4- and 5-star restaurants. But what about the smaller places, where the food is made, for the masses? Well, guess what? You can eat there, too. I'm talking about one of my favorite fast food places, Taco Bell. That's right. Part of the LA weight loss lifestyle. Wow. Subway, Red Lobster, Sizzler, Mickey D's, Pizza Hut, Quiznos, Red Robin, Outback, Chi-Chi's, Don Pablo, Denny's, Chili's, Cheesecake Factory, Fridays, California Pizza Kitchen, Burger King, Boston Market. Yeah, it's LA weight loss, I am telling you. And then I know what you're saying. Well, what about at home? I can't cook. Well, guess what? Why don't you do frozen entrees? You want to know which ones you can eat? They're convenient. You can eat all kind of lean cuisines, all kind of Amy Kitchens, all kinds of lean pockets, all kinds of Michelina entrees from the grocer's freezer, all kinds of healthy choice, the gourmet lean cuisines. Yeah. Budget gourmets, all that stuff. Oh, I know. Well, you want to make yourself something at home. Maybe you can cook a little. How about you make yourself some pancakes, quesadillas, roast beef sandwich, shrimp and brown rice stir fry. That's one of my favorite. Stuffed shells with sauce, turkey sandwich. Do you hear what I'm saying? LA weight loss is real food for real people who really want to lose weight really badly. 1-800-448-TRIM. Guess what? They don't push you to go to the gym. When you're ready, you exercise. Until then, nobody's going to breathe down your neck. Lose weight, feel great. Summer's right around the corner. Call LA Weight Loss, 1-800-448-TRIM, 1-800-448-TRIM. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports, part of the advertising family here at WBLS. A fabulous place. I've got a room full of Benjamin Rugg and Home Import stuff at home, and it looks great. I've topped it off with a nice color on the walls, and I just love the furniture that I got. I shop contemporary. That's what I like. It's the decor of my house. It's what I like. I'm really not into chairs with feet. You know, people have an appreciation for that stuff. That's upstairs. That's in the traditional and the classic gallery. Upstairs, Benjamin Rugg and Home Import. Go. I'll be down here looking at the contemporary stuff. You know, I like, the silver and the sleek and the mod and like that. It's all under one roof. Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports. They are in Secaucus, New Jersey. The owners are fabulous. Stephanie Cohen and her fabulous husband, Ben. They're open 7 days a week. And I don't have the telephone number. Oh, yes, I do. Here it is. 201 in Secaucus, right there on 20 Meadowlands Parkway. 201-617-9000. 201-617-9000. You can see. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Some of their stuff you can see on the website. It's stephaniecohen.com. stephaniecohen.com. Go to the stephaniecohen.com website. And have I mentioned the flooring? Ugh, sumptuous, fabulous, a veritable party for your feet. Colors, styles, quality. You got it. Tom handles the rugs at Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports. Hey, Tom. They feature an incredible selection of great rugs, an incredible selection of fine furniture. Stephanie Cohen, by the way, makes furniture also. She's got her own furniture line there, and so does Martha Stewart, the Signature Gallery. I'm not talking about the stuff that you buy at the Big K. Respect to that. I'm not talking about that, though. There's a next level of Martha Stewart, and you can find it at Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports. I happen to have some Martha furniture in my Benjamin Rugg and Home Import room at home. Yeah. Thank you, Benjamin Rugg and Home Import, for supporting WBLS. We've been in business for 35 years, thanks to great listeners and great clients like you. 201-617-9000. That's Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports, all right. Oh, what is today? Thursday? Get your drink on, get your party on. The Shadow's free. Leave your wallet home. Yeah, the Shadow nightclub is free. Amazingly, they've been free for the past, I've been at BLS now for 4 years. Every Thursday for the past 4 years. What is that, over 2,000 Thursdays? No, 52 Thursdays a year. It's over 400 Thursdays. Free. And they're packed on Thursdays. And then on Saturday nights, chill out with Chuck Chill Out. Oh, by the way, Fridays, free admission before 1 a.m. It's one of the biggest parties on Friday night in town. Everybody loves the Shadow. We love the Shadow. Alex is on line number 2, wants to talk about Black, White, and the Bouncer from the Falls. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to talk to you about two things. I saw that show last night, Black and White.
What'd you think?
And there was a part where there was a focus group where the black family was dressed in white. And one gentleman said that he's gone as far as washing his hands after shaking hands with a black person.
Wow.
And I thought that was so profound. I mean, I'm Dominican, and I'm a dark-skinned Dominican. So, I mean, we experience, discrimination from a different perspective. Just the language is a huge barrier.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really sad.
Yeah, well, it's the world in which we live, and long after this show is gone, we, as people of color, will have to deal with the realities of life.
I just found it amazing that it's not only color, it's also a cultural thing. Because, I mean, I'm a dark-skinned Dominican woman, and sometimes they think I'm black or I'm mixed. And, when I speak Spanish, they associate Spanish with Mexican. And so I'm like, there's a whole Caribbean island where, people are white and black, and it's a whole different thing. I also wanted to tell you that last week a friend of mine and I went to the Fall. To the bar where that young lady, was last, just to check it out. And we actually got to speak to that bouncer who was on the news.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so freaky because this is even before he was considered a suspect or a potential suspect.
Did he come off like a killer?
He was so nonchalant.
Wow.
We were like, hey, did you get to see her? And he was like, oh, yeah. She was here, and, she left along with everybody else at the last call. And we were like, I was just like, you just seemed so calm.
What were you doing, Nancy Drew? A full-blown investigation?
Yeah, me and my son were like, hey, let's go find it. Because we live in the neighborhood.
Find the killer.
We live around the corner. The news trucks were there and everything. And we were just like, let's find out, like, what kind of bar is this? Because how could a young lady be there by herself? And if it's that local of a bar, like, why didn't people notice anything? I just feel like something is not being said or somebody that isn't speaking up.
Maybe you need to call Bosley and let him assign you to the case. Farrah. Alex, thank you for calling.
Thank you, Wendy.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to continue with the break, guys. And, shout out to Brooklyn today. I know that you guys have Biggie in your hearts and in your minds. The whole tri-state does. But particularly his borough of Brooklyn. Shout out to Miss Wallace. We'll be playing some Biggie here on WBLS, which doesn't happen that much. You know the format and the schematics of the radio station. But today is, that day. And it happens once a year. And we're going to just lock the door and we're going to celebrate the life and times of Biggie as much as we can. Because remember, we are still the radio station with today's R&B and classic soul. But, we can slip in the head knock when the bosses aren't looking. I'm Wendy Williams, and I'm here until 7, 107.5 WBLS.
The whole...
Brothers and sisters!
Taking it back, baby. Taking it back. Taking it back. Old school short shot.
Yes! The rhythm, the rebel. 2, 3, play!
A little play from back in the day. And me, it's Wendy, man. Wendy Williams. The Wendy Williams Experience. Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
Yeah, you know what? On the cover of the new National Enquirer, they have that nasty herpes-looking picture of Katie Holmes. I'm glad they're not letting her breathe with this, because this is the worst case of what looks like herpes that I've ever seen on somebody's face. I've never seen the genital or whatever, but her face is... when she has her outbreaks or whatever this is like so... This is... Do you see that?
All up on her
top lip, bottom lip, and she's out with it. Like, she's not even trying to cover it.
Wow.
When you have herpes this bad on your mouth and you give a professional, and you have an outbreak, then Tom's still in the clear, please. Nothing going down. Nothing has, nothing will. And then I see on the cover of the Globe, Oprah has done a new will, dividing up her $1.3 billion fortune. I could have asked Gail about that. Gail, you in the will? But I said, no, I'll just read the Globe. See what Gail's getting. You know, she's getting something big. And I do think that Britney Spears is pregnant again. It's a different kind of weight that she has going on. It's not the weight from the cute baby that she has. That's a different kind of weight. This is like a baby belly. She's pregnant again. So Sandra's on line number 6. America's Next Top Model premiered last night. She wants to talk about that. Jason's on line number 3?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Jason.
Hello?
How are you? It's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Hey.
All right. I just wanted to say that I like your show. I never knew you existed.
Well, when did we meet each other? When did you find out?
No, I just listening to the radio, just changing it. And I just started to listen, and I just started listening to the show.
Well, how long have you been listening?
Oh, for about a month. I've been trying to win a trip to Puerto Rico. I'm like the only Puerto Rican that can't get to Puerto Rico. I wanna propose to my fiance over there the Conquistador, I know exactly where it is. I know where to drive around there.
Wow, we're going to have a beautiful...
I was born and raised there. You're going to have an amazing time over there.
Wow. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
I keep calling and never get picked up, and all of a sudden I heard 1-800, what is it, 866-GET-WENDY?
Yeah.
And then I said, let me call to see if it... And then the lady picked up, and I was like, what do I say now?
Well, the trip is sold out. And so, oh well, that's that. But good luck with your proposal.
Yeah, I'm going to try. You still got an opportunity to call to win.
No. Oh, no? Yes. Wait, are we giving away a trip today? Are we giving away a trip later on today? Isn't that great?
We are, right? What time?
Oh, what time?
Oh, you are. We are.
Yeah.
I said we are. If it was we, I would be there.
It's all of our show. Keep listening. In about 2 hours, I'll be giving that trip away.
Well, I'll be harassing you in 2 hours.
All right.
Take care.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I've gotten into the habit when I get home, because I get home like 8 o'clock, and at some point during the process of getting my son ready for bed and our conversation and stuff, Zoe 101 always happens to be on. And I've gotten caught up in that show. I like it. That's Britney Spears' younger sister has that show, Jamie Lynn Spears. She's 14. And at one point, she had a real diva-like reputation on that show, but it's gone away. And, I guess she's just a young girl trying to navigate her way and make her own way in the shadow of Britney. And who knows? Perhaps she will be more successful and do a better job. I'm not saying Britney's doing a bad job, but I'm just saying. So, boy, oh boy, Advice Hour is coming up next hour. And the phone lines will be open, the fax machine, and the emails are working today at Wendy at WendyWilliamsExperience.com. The reggaeton music, it hasn't really caught on in my head. I like, one or two songs, but I can't, liking one or two of something does not make you a big fan of something. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not a big fan, but many people are, and congratulations to Daddy Yankee. He earned the top honors, including Songwriter of the Year, Monday night at the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers. They had their 14th annual Latin Music Awards in Beverly Hills. And so, does this mean more money in his pocket? Well, you could say so. He also has launched his a show on ABC radio networks called On Fuego. Un Fuego. On fire. What does that mean? On fire. On fire. Oh! Fuego! ¿Cómo está? Anyway, the awards last night were hosted by Maria Conchita Alonso. That's the one that's on the George Lopez show, right? Is that her?
Isn't she supposed to be on
Desperate Housewives? That's the older. That's Maria Rivera Gonzalez Alonso. I get them confused. I mean, I like both of them. I like the George Lopez show. Yeah. I do. Anyway, but congratulations to Daddy Yankee. I only know the song Gasolina. That's my favorite reggaeton song because I think that's the only one that gets played everywhere, or one of the only ones. So, let's go to line number 7. Is it Sandy? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Good, thank you. This is Jeff from Long Island. I'm being real brief. Make sure you watch, I know you're going to watch Black and White anyway. The show is hot. Bullet points. The white girl, the daughter, looks hot black.
That's what everybody says.
There is a point where everybody comes in first. The white wife comes in to see the white husband made up, and vice versa. When the black people the black parents saw each other white, they were like, "Ew, I wasn't really feeling you." When the white couple saw each other black, they were like, "Oh,
wow."
You gotta see the show, Wendy.
Wow, how interesting is that?
The show. Whoever gave you the critique last time doing no justice. I'm gonna let you go. Also in Spanish, when you want to say how you doing in Spanish, say "Cómo tú estás?"
Cómo tú estás?
You go.
All right. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Boy George is back in rehab, everyone. I mean, if you care. Yeah, well, he says he's happy and he's relieved that the case that put him there is disposed of. That was the one where he was, found with all the drugs in his apartment. Mm-hmm. That arrest happened back in October. So, all right, you all keep it here. I'm keeping it together. Hey, Heather Hunter's coming in later on.
Wendy, man.
Now, my question is about the kegel. Why is it every time I try to do them, I have an orgasm? Is that normal?
I don't know, but it must be pleasurable.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Is it any other DJs on the acre? I don't know, and I don't really care. Cause it's time. Art, push that button, man. You know the one with Wendy and Fire. If you bump us in your ride, bump us higher. But if you bump us in your job, don't get fired. Whoever said that we would lose, you's a liar.
Wendy Williams, the only...
I'll be your Tylenol, just take me till you doze off.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Would you stay with your significant other if they were suffering from suicidal depression, ... and needed electroshock therapy? You're with your kids and you open up the front door and he's dangling from the stairwell with your Gucci belt around his neck. Oh, gosh, we've been out all day today. Yes, Mommy, and thank you so much for the skates. And thank you for my new Bratz doll. Yeah, Ma, and thank you for my new Hot Wheels. Listen, kids, can you hold the bags while Mommy goes in her bag and gets her keys? My goodness. Oh, my gosh, and it's about to be dark. As soon as we get inside, I want you to take your clothes off for your bath. I need you to help your sister. I got to start dinner. Oh, gosh, the door is open. What? Oh, my God. Oh, Mommy. Mommy. Daddy. Hell no.
What if you with somebody for 20 years?
Oh, shut up.
You just up and leave?
No, you catch up on your production so that I have a little time to find a new producer. Crazy.
This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Check 1, check 2. Look, I just turned on my own microphone. Oh, let me find out. Next thing you know, I'll be on the World Wide Web. What? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. So I like to start off advice. Oh, by the way, and we can talk a little bit more about this next hour. Cool C's execution has been pushed back for another month. So I'm still getting details, but that means waiting to die. Anyway, I like to start off Advice Hour with the Medical Minute. So, music, maestro, please. Okay. As many of you know, I, too, have eczema/psoriasis. Depending on the dermatologist I've gone to, it was diagnosed as eczema at 2 of them and psoriasis by 2 others. Either way, I've stopped using my medication cream. And I'll tell you why. I got nervous about... the possible skin cancer, the other stuff. See, my psoriasis, eczema is below my knees. It's down by my ankles and like that. That's not a really, really necessary part as far as I'm concerned. It's different, I guess, if you're suffering from eczema on your face or for a woman on her décolletage or something like that. I had to weigh the pros and cons and decide how important is absolute perfection below my knees. It's not that important and that's, to me, when you required to take medication, you got to weigh the pros and the cons and how important is fixing it. A thyroid pill per day, that's important. I'm already figuring it's probably tearing up my liver, or something, something that does good is also tearing something down. But I've got to take my thyroid pill. I don't have to have perfection below my knees. So I don't have the roughness anymore. I've used just enough cream where it's now smooth. There's still discoloration. Too bad. I use Vaseline and I use olive oil. And that's it. I no longer use prescription medication because it's just not that important to me. And I also want to let you know that Elidel cream and Protopic cream, in case you haven't heard, both carry warning labels now. The FDA has declared them, these two creams that treat eczema, to bear these black box warnings because there are possible cancer risks.
Wow.
So, you all be careful with the different medicines you take for various things, blah, 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 and, weigh how important perfection is for your particular situation. It's just not that important for me to have perfect legs. Yeah, cancer versus a little bit of freakish blotchy. Well, I'm freakish and blotchy. And I happen to have on pantyhose today. And if you look closely, you can see the eczema through it. I realize that pantyhose season's about to go away, and I'm going to want to wear my jeans rolled up, and I'll have on beautiful shoes, and then I'll have the freakdom between the jeans, which stop at my knee, and the shoes. But you know what? Oh, well, too bad. Then freak I'll be. And Dermablend doesn't work as well as everybody says. It does rub off and transfer on car seats, clothes, and whatnot. So I don't even cover them with makeup. I just bear my scars. Anyway, so once again, the medicines are Elidel and Protopic ointment. And just make sure you really talk with your doctor and then get a second opinion regarding medicines that you take. And that's Wendy's Medical Minute. Thanks. Oh, by the way, today on Advice Hour, I've got the secrets that your company doesn't want you to know. Yes, it's a little peek behind the curtain on corporate tactics and attitudes when dealing with employees. Oh, yeah. I think you'll find some of these things really interesting. But first, let's help people solve their life snafus. Jillian is on line number 3, and she wants to talk about her boyfriend. Hi, Jillian.
Hello.
I love your name. Perfectly snobby. The first Jillian I ever knew was from Ryan's Hope, and she was the bitch.
Oh, well, I can be, and I'm about to be.
Yes, go, Jillian. What's going on with the boyfriend?
We have known since about 3 years, and we started dating again recently for about the last 8 or 9 months. And maybe I am being a little petty because I can be a drama queen or whatever. Like you said, my name has the bitchness to it. Mm-hmm. But the other day, I dropped him off, and I called him back to tell him I love him. And yeah, me too. Excuse me?
He's probably in front of the guys and didn't want to be all mushy.
I don't want to hear it because when the lights are off, I love you. Am I being petty over this?
Yeah, you are being petty. Yeah.
No. Okay, Wendy, I called you for your advice, but no, agree with me. I'm not being petty.
Okay.
No, seriously, you really think you're being petty?
I don't say I love you back if I'm in mixed company. If I'm trying to put it down in the boardroom, you know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to make my point, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and it might be him, and he might end with I love you, I'll say, yeah, me too. I'm not going to say I love you back to break the mojo of trying to get my dough. No, Jillian,
you're making money. People, these are hood rats.
But guys, that's a guy thing. Like I would say I love you back if I was with my girlfriends, just like you would. But guys don't do. Many guys don't do that.
Okay, all right.
As long as you feel the love when, like you said, that bedroom action happens, or when you guys are, you're being very petty.
All right.
Well, Jillian.
All right, love your show.
Take care. Thank you, Jillian.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Stacy's on line number 1, and Stacy wants to know if she should tell her boyfriend that she's bisexual. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Wendy.
So, Stacy, how long have you been with him?
Going on 4 months now. I just want to say I love your show. I listen to you every day, Wendy.
Thanks, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, is this a major secret in society? That you're bisexual?
Yes.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Are you actively looking at women and being with women? I mean, I understand this is your boyfriend. Do you have a girlfriend also?
No, I don't have a girlfriend, but I was seeing someone before, and we're not seeing each other right now.
Well, see, I think that that sexual forthrightness is really important in relationships, including, do you have HIV? Do you have herpes? And are you currently married? Do you currently have a boyfriend? And are you bisexual? I think that those questions need to be answered. And so therefore, I think you need to tell him.
I just feel like that if I tell him that, he's going to look at me differently.
Well, but you're lying. So, how do people look at liars?
I mean, you know, I hear stories and I talk to different people and I say, you know, how people put themselves in them situations.
Right.
And, you know, I never wanted to be in this situation, but I just, you know, I just, at this point, I don't know if telling him what, I just don't know because I'm kind of into him.
Well, yeah, but that's why you should have told him maybe a little bit sooner into the relationship so that you could have gotten his opinion. That way you would have known to put the brakes on your heart or to keep it going. I mean, you're not giving him you're not being fair to him because you're not giving him a chance to say yes or no whether he wants to be with a bisexual girl. Let me just take a people poll vote in the room. All right, there's 3 people in the room. And 2 of us are women, but pretend we're men. That's not hard for me. Would you stay with Jillian if you found out she was bisexual, yes or no? Raise your hand. Goose doesn't know. 1 person raised their hand, yes, and another person raised their hand, absolutely not. Or kept their hand down. Well, it depends on how far. It depends on how far. See, she's 24, or you're 22.
22.
You know, to date a bisexual girl might be fine for guys, but to marry a bisexual girl is a whole nother thing. You know, you're 22. This very well could be dating, and bisexual or not bisexual, you guys could be broken up in 2 months or 2 years. They've only been together for 4 months, but he still has the right to know what he's dealing with. Now, dating a bisexual girl, like, if I was a guy, I wouldn't mind dating a bisexual girl.
You might like it. You might be excited.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then there's some guys who wouldn't necessarily want to marry one because you don't want to know for the rest of your life that not only is there potential for cheating, which is enough because people cheat, but you just never know what direction the cheating is going. It's just all too dating is fine.
Okay.
Marrying is a whole other thing. You never know where she's going. I mean, you live in Philly. That's a very family-oriented town.
Right, but see, that's why I was trying to see, I don't know, maybe it's just something that I need to do, you know, like when I get a little older, then I can have everything that I'm, you know, that out of my system, but...
What do you mean something you need to do? You mean have a regular boyfriend?
I mean, I just feel like that, you know, maybe these feelings will leave. As far as me, you know...
Wanting to be with women?
Yeah.
Well, you can't talk about what is going to happen tomorrow. You got to deal with what's happening today. And what's happening today is that you have the tendency to have urges for both men and for both women. Right now, your urge is for men and this particular man.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, you know, if you told me this after 4 months, you know, I would say that this relationship so far has been based on a lie, and I would have to break up with you. I would have wanted to know this. This is almost.
Wow.
This is almost as.
That depends on how you're going to react to the news. Like
If he's going to be upset, then he'll break up.
If he's happy with it, he'll probably stay.
But then again, why do you want to stay with a guy who's going to be happy with it because he's using you as some sort of freak? Like, oh yeah, this is my chance for a threesome. Like, I wouldn't, if I was a lesbian, I wouldn't want to be with him because I'm no freak. I am not your science experiment.
Right. I mean, I'm not.
Put it out there and tell him. And if he doesn't want to be with you, then you've lived and you learn. You're only 22 years old. You've got lots of heartbreak to come ahead and lots of learning to do in your young life.
Right, but I'm not looking at it like I want to have a threesome with him.
I understand.
I don't want to scare him.
I understand, but he might look at you as a freak science experiment and want to have a threesome with you, in which case that's not what your goal is. You'd be insulted by that, right?
Well, can I ask? Yes, I would. Yes,
Yeah.
I would.
All right, so let's start with, why don't you tell him the truth? Tell him the truth. You've already been together for 4 months. You don't want this to go 5 months, 6 months. Next thing you know, you're so in love and you're pregnant. Say, tell him. Thanks, Stacey. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Oh, Stephanie, she's 45. She says after 20 years of marriage, she found out that her husband goes to strip clubs. Oh, boy, the world is about to end on line number 5. Stephanie, what are we going to do? We're going to divorce him? Steph?
Yes.
It's Wendy. Hi.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Is there a huge deal, Steph, that he goes to strip clubs? Is that huge to you?
I don't know if it's the strip club or if it's the fact that he was lying for a year and a half, and I don't know what goes on in these rooms.
Why don't you go with him? I can tell you because I enjoy strip clubs with my husband, but there's a lot that goes on at strip clubs, and then again, there's nothing that goes on at strip clubs. It depends on the guy, and depends on I can't even say the caliber of strip club because you know what. It goes down. Why don't you go? This is not a reason to divorce him, to sleep in separate beds, to assume he's cheating, to not, buy his favorite cereal at the store. This involves further investigation on your part. So why don't you gussy yourself up, leave a button open because you want to give competition, and you go to the strip club with him.
I don't think I could do that. And this private room, I don't know what happens in private rooms.
Oh, well, he's getting a very, very intimate lap dance. It's going down in the private room. Okay. It's going down. In the boom boom room? Oh, please. Yeah. No, it's a little more intimate than you would like to believe. Yeah.
Is there...
Yeah, I'm sorry for that one. Yeah. He's having...
And this was... I found receipts, so it was 2 to 3 times a week for the last year and a half.
Oh, he's carrying on an affair with a girl who works in the boom boom room. I mean, this is just me talking. I'm not a guy, but 2 or 3 times a week at the same club? Steph?
So you think that you think he is cheating and lying?
Yes. Yes, I do. Now all of a sudden it's turned into something else. 2 or 3 times a week at the same strip club?
Same one.
And going in the same little private room. It's going down. It's going down. Mm-hmm. It's going down.
Going down meaning she's doing more than dancing?
Hell yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, listen, I'm not a guy, but I'll be a guy this time. Me and Goose are the only guys in here. Raise your hand if you think he's cheating. Oh, 2 guys said yes.
Okay.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my gosh. It all started out so innocent. I was blowing it off like it's not a big deal. He's going to strip clubs, but no, he's going to the secret room, and he's 2 or 3 times a week. Oh, he's one of those guys. Yeah. Please, it is going down. All right, you guys, keep it where you got it.
Wendy, man.
I am looking for a type of job in which I can teach females how to give good professionals. I'm very interested in that. I'm very good at it.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Look out New York and all the surrounding areas. Don't trip, he ain't through with me yet. 107.5 WBLS presents the premiere of Steve Harvey's family film, Don't Trip, He Ain't Through with Me Yet. In theaters March 17th. Starting tomorrow, listen as we give away tickets every hour to WBLS exclusive red carpet screening at Magic Johnson's Theater. Thursday, March 16th. All of this by WBLS 107.5. That's how we do it.
It's the Wendy Williams Experience. I feel terrible for that woman. It started out to be such a light call. I thought she was just freaking because her husband goes to strip clubs, of which I could have walked her through the process. Go, wear something low cut, give him a run for his money, give them girls in there a run for their money. And, you might like it yourself once in a blue moon. But geez, Louise, and Rose is on line number 5, and she wants to chime in. Rosa?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. I just want to tell you I love your show.
Thanks.
And I represent your white Jewish listeners, actually.
All right.
And what I was wondering is if you could recommend what a good strip club to go to with your husband would be, like a nice, classy one.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. The last one that we went to together was Larry Flint's Hustler Club in Manhattan. And none of the black girls would dance with us. It's like, there was a stereotype that, okay, because we're black, we're not going to tip well. And the white girls, they wouldn't dance with us either. And we went there and we had food, filet mignon and champagne upstairs. I mean, we were splashing it out as a couple. And we looked really nice. But you might have better luck at places like that because you are white, so you don't have to deal with the initial, color stereotype thing.
Well, my husband's not, so.
Oh. That's even worse. You're white and you're dirty. You mess with a colored man. I don't know. Well, gee. And you know what? And that's become something that we really like to do when we're out of town. When we go out of town, we like to go to the strip clubs and stuff. It has nothing to do with me trying to hide my identity by not going here. It's just that here in New York, I find that I'm so busy. It's hard to squeeze in a lap dance.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But out of town, it becomes easier. I don't know, Rose. You live in Jersey. What part of Jersey?
Maplewood.
So you can come into the city?
Yeah.
I don't want to be cliche and say Sue's Rendezvous and Scores and, those places where guys go, but you got to start someplace. Yeah, you got to start someplace. Why don't you go up to that place, Sue's Rendezvous?
All right, I'll check it out.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stacy said that there's a place in Queens called Phenomenon.
Phenomenon?
Yeah, it's really nice. What part of Queens is that, Stace?
Northern Boulevard.
You know exactly. She said it's on Northern Boulevard. Call directory assistance for Queens.
I'm out.
All right, Rosa?
Great, thanks so much.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Although it would be nice if there was a place closer in New Jersey. I mean, don't we have any strip clubs in Jersey?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta start somewhere, but look around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Like sometimes you go to strip clubs, the black girls don't want to dance with you because they think that you're not going to give tips. So they're busy dancing all over the white guys and the white couples and stuff. And then the white girls don't want to dance with you. They think they're going to catch something and you're not going to give a good tip. So, no lie, I ended up lap dancing on myself. I mean, I'm working for tips at the club myself. And we were ordering bottle service champagne and still getting the shade at Larry Flint's club that I would never go back to.
Wow.
We had like a 2-hour dinner upstairs as we observed all the action on the floor below. And then we went downstairs to, get some action. And when we got down there was no action. So I hiked up my skirt and made it happen. Yeah. Well, we're going to Memphis this weekend, so, new city, new strip clubs. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is being brought to you by the fabulous Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey Circus. LA weight loss is a great way to lose weight, whether it's, 50, 100, 20 pounds. What is it that you need to lose? I'm telling you, you eat. You snack, you eat real food. It's not prepackaged. And you'd be surprised. With LA weight loss, it's not unusual to lose like 7 pounds in the first week. And I'll be honest with you, and then it slows down. You might get a drought where you're stuck at that 7 pounds for a moment. And then it picks up again. Weight loss is not an exact science, but I'll tell you, these people at LA Weight Loss, they've discovered something pretty great. Mostly that one-on-one weight loss counselor that comes with everyone who's on the program. Oh, yeah. The weight loss counselor is the person that you call when you're having a difficult time or feeling frustrated, whether it's about your weight loss or the guy in the next cubicle who is now hitting on you incessantly because you've lost 60 pounds and you're not used to that kind of attention. Yeah, they have the one-on-one weight loss counselor. Nobody else can brag like that. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. Thank you, LA Weight Loss, for all you've done for me and the millions of people who've already lost the weight. LA Weight Loss, they're affordable. They are conveniently located, and I think they might be for you. I mean, call 1-800-448-TRIM. WBLS, we're proud sponsors of TV 411. Help improve your reading, writing, and math skills by watching TV 411, 12:30 p.m. on Fridays, Channel 13. Also, I wanted to speak with you about St. Ives. I love St. Ives product, moisture. They lock the moisture in. They are affordable, and they're terrific. I can tell you, one of the products that has been my lifesaver through this winter is the St. Ives 24-hour moisture. 24-hour moisture, it works like it says it does. You use it in the morning and you get the job done. One less thing you have to worry about for the remainder of the day. How do? You shake hands. Oh, your hands are so moist. You push up your sleeves on your sweater. You don't have to expose ashy elbows. Why? You've used 24-hour moisture. 24-hour moisture retains the moisture in your skin all day. No need to reapply. It absorbs fast. It's not greasy like some lotions, and it leaves your skin soft and touchable. Yes. Try 24-hour moisture from St. Ives. And that is just one of the many great St. Ives products that you can find at any store or in my house because I love St. Ives. Taryn, how are we doing with the Cool C information?
I'm still waiting on the exact dates, but I know it wasn't today.
Do you know what? Shout out to Marsha in Philly.
That's who's helping me.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Good. Oh, Marsha. Okay, good. She's my Philadelphia engineer. Marsha, we love her.
But it's definitely not happening today.
It's not. She comes in the city and goes to Dons and Divas and stuff. She's like family here in New York. Marsha. Okay, so it's definitely not today. Line number 3 is Robert. and he's got boyfriend issues. How you doing?
Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Robert.
How you doing? Remember me? I guess you don't.
No.
I serenade you with Amory. It's just one thing that got you tripping.
I do remember. Your voice is beautifully feminine.
What? No. Oh, God. I got to do something about that.
No, well, it's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. Are you man femme?
No, I'm a regular guy. It's just I have a very thin voice. Is when I was singing in the church and everything. I'm a Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to sing, Holy Night. You know,
yes,
stuff like that.
Can you sing me an ooh? How you doing?
Huh?
Can you sing me an ooh? How you doing?
How are you doing? Oh God.
All right. What's the boyfriend issue, Rob?
The boyfriend issue. I remember you told me stop being a chicken boo and obviously just leave the fool because he wasn't taking me out. We was doing the house buddy scene for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. So it actually improved. He took me out to dinner 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Since October.
Okay.
And, however, our relationship kind of grew. Like, we got more heated into one another, more attracted to one another.
Mm-hmm. And
yet, I was stupid, and I don't know why. It's just a dilemma the size of the Himalaya. It's like it's like he just all of a sudden I said the 3 words. I don't know why I did it.
Why?
I don't know why. Why? I don't know.
Because you fell for it as soon as he took you out of the house. Because at one point, all you were used to doing was knock, slay, and then he'd leave.
I was just thinking about getting food in my mouth and then just saying that 3 words and everything in my mouth. Oh God,
you're romanticizing it way too much. Okay, so now where are we? Quickly.
Well, he just told me, I'm very fond of you. This is what he told me. I think I already told you that. He was very fond of me. But ever since then, I got in an argument with him 2 weeks ago about, why I'm like asking him why you don't say I love you back.
Because he probably doesn't love you back.
Well,
because you probably rush to say I love you because everybody doesn't fall in love or say those stupid 3 words at the same time.
But Wendy, it's been 2 years. And not only that, it's like I feel it from him emotionally and physically. And it's like he just don't want to say it. I don't know, because even though I'm a man, it's kind of hard to understand what a man thinks or how he feels, because he's kind of macho, and I don't know whether or not if he can.
I can tell you what, if I was with a man for 2 years calling him my boyfriend and he couldn't tell me that he loves me, I would move on. I'd feel like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
So, Robert, you're 23 years old. You got a lot of living to do.
I know.
But if I were you, I would bail.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to tell you about that dude that called your show earlier about bumming you for tickets to go to Puerto Rico because he wants to propose to this girl. It only costs $89 just to go down to PR and come right back. What? Well, he can afford the rent, but he can't afford the trip.
Well, then you have to get into where you're going to luxuriate for the time that you're down there. I mean, there's
something like that. Stay with family or God knows whatever. I know.
Okay, look, Robert. First things first. You concentrate on your relationship.
I know. I don't want to disrespect the guy there. But
all right. Take care, Robert.
All right. Much love to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Shout out to Suhalia. She says about the previous caller with the strip club. There's a place called G Spot in the Bronx off Bruckner. She said it's a cool strip club, and the one in Queens that Stacy was talking about is Skanky. Oh. And Suhelia says, P.S. Her mom, Lorena, loves the show. Thank you. All right, we need to continue with the break. It's Advice Hour. Mike, Stephanie, I'll be right on the phone with you all. Keep it where you got it. I'm Wendy, and I'm here until 7 on BLS.
It's Wendy, the greatest show on earth. Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, everybody. It's Wendy Williams Experience. Heather Hunter, the former porn star, is coming in. Her life has moved on. She has an art gallery that she's opened up, locally here in New York. But another thing that she's going to be addressing is this big beef that she has with Avant regarding a date that a certain publication set them up on. Avant said some very disparaging things about Heather. Excuse me. So she's coming here to set the record straight. Plus, it's always fun having her around. We can ask her about what goes on in the boom boom room at strip clubs. And we can ask her, I'm going to open the phones for you all, too. You can talk to Heather. All right, it's time for the people poll question, and then I'm going to give you those secrets that your company doesn't want you to know. All right, yesterday's people poll question was, would you stay with someone who cheated on you and produced a child out of the relationship? See, cheating is one thing, the child is another, and that was based on that telephone call that I got yesterday. 10% of you all said yes, which I believe is a lie. I believe it's more of you all, but you haven't been up against it, or you're not being honest. 90% of you all said no. Today's people poll question is, would you date someone who is bisexual and you're straight? Taryn got that one based off the phone call that we had in our last break here during Advice Hour. Would you date someone who's bisexual and you're straight? Now, keep in mind, dating leads to other things like more serious relationships and so on and so forth. Date is like, a one-time date. Sure, I got tons of questions to ask. I would date you if you don't mind being interviewed. Because that's what the date would become. So what's that like? All right, so anyway, here are the secrets that your company doesn't want you to know. It's a kind of a sneak peek into the corporate world and the tactics and attitudes used in dealing with employees. And I got these things from a book by a woman named Cynthia Shapiro. Her book is called Corporate Confidential, 50 Secrets Your Company Doesn't Want You to Know. So I'll zhuzh over it real quick, and then I'll repeat the name of the book if you'd like to pick it up yourself. There's some really interesting stuff in here. Now, she says that, companies have been known to push selected employees out of their jobs or lay off an entire department just to get rid of one or two people without incurring liability. That makes so much sense to me. Just get rid of these two troublemakers, just fire the whole department. Oh my gosh. And those selected employees, the ones that the company doesn't like, may never know that they've been blacklisted. They say in this book, one easy way to get on the bad list, the blacklist, is to insult your boss or be overly negative about your company on email, in meetings, or at the water cooler. But we all know that, right? Sometimes companies tend to look at your emails when you're not looking, right? Okay. She also goes on in the book to say that being a top performer at your company may provide some protection. But if you and your boss don't get along and he has to get rid of two people, he's likely to get rid of you and make it difficult for you too. Even though you're a top performer, he'd rather deal with somebody he gets along with better. Wow, or she. They also say in this book, being among the highest compensated in the company, or the highly compensated in the company, unfortunately, only gives your boss more incentive to get rid of you, because they can split that money a few different ways and hire other people. So don't look at it because you're so highly paid that, you're indispensable. They'd love to get rid of you and divide the money. And the book also goes on to say you're also at great risk of layoff if, and then they give the bullet points. If you announce that you're pregnant or need medical leave and you leave your job to anyone other than your boss, they say if she hears about it from someone other than you, then you could possibly be in line for a layoff. So when you're pregnant, don't talk to your coworkers about it. Go to your boss. You don't want her to hear it otherwise. Also, you're a great risk for layoff if you've taken a medical leave or filed for workman's compensation anytime recently. You're at great risk for a layoff if you filed a complaint against your company or your boss. Then there's the golden rule list. They say the golden rule list employees are the employees who appear trustworthy, even if they're not the top performers. Yeah, loyalty's everything. Loyalty, that's right, lick boot. Loyalty is everything, even if you're not a top performer. Isn't that something? Then there's a part on this that says work. You know what? I need to get to the telephone. I can review this maybe tomorrow during Advice Hour. How about that? Because there's more to it, and it's really some interesting stuff, and I'll repeat the book again. But I did want to get to line number 3. It's Derek. Derek, hi. How are you? It's Wendy.
How are you?
Good.
Good. I just wanted to say, first of all, that I know everybody says this, but I love your show. I listen to it every day before I go to work.
Thank you, Derek.
I I just wanted to tell you, I recently moved down here. I'm from Syracuse, New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I just moved here from there, and I live in New Jersey, and I moved here with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been getting into a lot of fights lately, and he says that I'm kind of boring and, like, uptight a little bit. And I don't know. I don't know how to not be that way.
Well, talk to him. Ask him what you can do to be more desirable and not boring. Does he mean sexually, or does he mean like you don't like to do anything? Because now you're in a city that people would consider the greatest city in the world, New York, the city that never sleeps. There's 24-hour action, and all you do is sit in the house.
We have sex. Like we have sex on a regular basis, and it's good.
Okay.
It's just that, like, he's been down for a while. He's into, like, the whole modeling thing. He's a really beautiful boy and everything. And I'm just like a blue-collar worker, kind of. I work at a restaurant, and I pay all the bills while he's in school. And I know he's not using me for my money because he's still complaining, and he asked me not to give him money. So I want to be cool, and, like, I don't know. I don't know if I should change myself or if maybe he's just being too stubborn about it. We fight.
Maybe the move from a nice city, but it's not New York City. Maybe the move from Syracuse to this exciting city is probably the last straw in the relationship.
Well, he's from Syracuse too.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, you know what? He's around all the modeling industry, and their cool restaurants, and his cool model friends, and cute boys.
Right.
All the excitement.
He's been down here for about 3 years, and he dated a lot of people, and then we met. And he told me he loved me and he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. But we've been arguing, and we get, I don't know if I just.
Well, why don't you sit down and have an honest talk with him? Ask him what it is that you can do. Still remaining true to yourself, because you don't want to change yourself for anybody.
Right.
I mean, if all of a sudden you all aren't a good fit, then you got to realize that the relationship is over. Right. But ask him what are some of the things you can do within reason to make yourself more exciting to him. I mean, maybe these are things that you haven't thought of that,
Yeah, I've asked him that a couple times. Maybe I just picked the wrong time, but sometimes he tells me I'm stupid if I don't know and stuff like that. And
you're picking times when he's already aggravated. It's got to be one of those, mellowed out. Oh, baby, tell me what I can do. Tell me what I can do. Is it that you want to take the circle line around Manhattan? What do you want to go to more art galleries? Do you want to go out to dinner more? Do you want to go night clubbing?
Right. Well, yeah, we neither one of us have had a lot of money, so we haven't really been able to do much. We just sit at home.
Well, yeah.
So it's been hard because he's so used to, he had people take him out and he'll do bottle service at a club or, go out and just go to parties and stuff like that every Friday, Saturday night. Now that he's with me, like,
before Christmas,
it's more of like a married type situation, I guess.
Yeah. And boring married life, it can be just that, really mundane. And you're so young for this to all be going down. Maybe this is not the right fit for you all anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't kill yourself trying to change to satisfy somebody else. You have to be true to yourself. But I would say more communication. Figure out what you can do within reason, and be prepared for Christmas, because Christmas won't be the same this year.
No, yeah, I think that was one of my,
It's Wendy, man.
I met up with this guy. We were together. We were at his house, and why do you think his thing wouldn't work? Do you think maybe he's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience. Holding down the NYC.
Listen, Wendy.
Yes?
I think you have to put on that recording of your saying that word. I think it's necessary.
Fire!
Daddy!
We love that, Wendy. I'm on fire.
It's Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
I was on the telephone behind the scenes. Thanks for the stall tactic. She played my mom. I was on the phone behind the scenes with my radio brethren, D. Lee. He says, how you doing? He is a morning man in St. Louis. He was letting me know that one of our radio buddies, Tony Richards, just lost his job. It happens like that, but Tony's loss was Steve's gain. Now, Steve is on in the mornings in Steve Harvey. That's my radio brethren here in New York. It's like, this is such a messed up business, man. It really is. No, he told me Dee told me that the boss of the radio station called Tony at 6 o'clock at night and said, the GM told me to call you to tell you that we're bringing in the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is at 6 o'clock. Do you know what a morning man is doing at 6 o'clock at night? Taking his shower and getting ready to get in the bed to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They say, you want to call the rest of your crew or do you want me to? What? What? Yeah. Wow. But Steve Harvey got the gig. Wow. I mean, yeah, it's like this is a really hurtful business because, you know so many people and it's town to town, up and down the dial, just like the theme song of WKRP in Cincinnati. And at any given time, any one of us can get it. And it's just, I mean, what the hell? D used to be the sidebar man. Now he's the main joint. He's the wife. He used to be the jump off. When we were all in Philly, it was me, Tony, and D. Lee. Now D is out in St. Louis handling his business. He's the main joint. How you doing? Oh, yeah, let's bring in Heather Hunter. Here she comes. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's with the Hey Baby. Come over here. Have a seat. What, do you have a picture? Here, just lay it against the wall. I love your hair.
How you doing?
What is that? What is that? Nappy hair blown straight? Or is that not nappy, but Spanish wet and wavy blown straight? Or is it
cuticle? It's
cuticle hair.
Straight.
Oh, gorgeous.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. All right, so Heather's here, everybody. First things first, let's talk about...
Oh, you want to get down to the business.
No, believe it or not, Heather, I want to ask you about your art gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, you came...
I really... this is something I've been working on for a while for you. I'm really...
It's a picture for me?
That's you. That's a present for you.
Oh, boy.
It's a surprise for you.
All right.
I can give you a surprise, right?
I get nervous with you, Heather. Heather, the Night of Dons and Divas.
No, really. Should I rip it out? You got to check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out during the break.
Okay.
Because I don't want to move away from the microphone.
Okay.
And I want to use...
Ooh.
Heather hits on all the girls.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Heather,
Women are beautiful.
Heather, the Night of Dons and Divas, all my Girl Fridays said that they caught it from you. They all caught it.
Oh my God, I have to say something. Your parties, every time I go to one of your parties, you top the next one. It's really...
Thank you, Heather.
It's really experience. It's truly the Wendy Williams experience.
Thank you.
Check out your parties.
Wow, is this your artwork?
This is all my work, yeah.
Oh my gosh, where do you find time between BJs? No, I'm just playing. Where do you find time to do all this? This is beautiful, Heather.
Thank you. That's my first love. That's what I've been trying to let people know. I have an art gallery that actually online right now that just launched. It's called artcorenyc.com.
This is good stuff. And everything seems to be sexual, but it's not so sexual that you can't hang this in your house.
I know. This is really beautiful art.
Look at the Quiet Storm. Beautiful. What is it, a bunch of orifices?
I love colorful, type of art,
These are beautiful,
Thank
Heather.
You. That's why I want people to come down. I'm actually have a physical spot that I'm running, an art gallery in Dumbo, Brooklyn. It opens May 1st. And you got to come out. It's called Art Court NYC.
Art Court NYC.
NYC.
And which street is that?
Actually, it's on Front Street, on the corner of Washington Street. And we'll be launching, literally, May 1st. And our first exhibit probably will be a big party. You got to come.
Who is this, Puffy?
It'll be in June.
Oh, yeah, it is Puffy.
That's Queen Latifah. I'm actually doing a series called Hip Hoptica of all the hip hop legends. I'm doing Lil' Kim, doing Biggie, Tupac.
So wait a minute. So what is your website again?
It's called Artcore NYC.
ARTCORE, artcore-nyc.com. They can find out where the gallery is and the listings and everything?
Yes.
This is some serious work.
That's my love.
Look, let me just pass this over.
That's yours.
This is my book?
Yes, it's yours.
This is some serious work.
Thank you.
You know what?
This is, one thing in my life I could truly say I can do that really people can't judge me on. All this comes from, God's work, my hand. You know what I mean? It's really, that's my first love. And, I went to school for it.
Did you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I used to go to fashion industries. And,
the whole porn thing, you kind of usurped any other talent that you have.
I know. It's so hard. You get typecast for being a freak.
Well, gee. I wonder how that happens. But you haven't done a porn video in years.
10 years.
10 years.
So there's so many things I'm trying to,
You're still porn ready, though. You're very thin. You know, you keep you keep yourself together. You know, do you ever get tempted to go back?
No.
Do you ever get offered to go back?
Always.
Really?
Always.
And they ante up with the money, and you still say no?
It's really, you know, it's really not even going to the point of how much money. I really don't want to go back, you know. There's so much other things I want to experience in my world.
Was there?
I just want people to embrace the things I'm doing now.
Was there a turning point in your life? One particular reason that you don't want to go back?
I just, you know, for one thing, I grew out of, you know, the business.
Yeah.
You know, I was realizing this wasn't something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And you know, of course, you know, the health factor of it all. You know.
It's very, very dangerous with HIV and stuff.
It's just what it is.
Back when you were doing it, because it's been 10 years since you did a video, but you got started how many years ago?
I got started, it's been 10 years, but I did it for about 3 years out of that 10 years.
3 years?
Yeah, I've been moving for like three years.
Jeez, your legendary reputation, I would think that you were doing it for like 10 years prior to that.
No.
Man, you were working those drawers for 3 years,
I'm
though.
like, you girl, it's like a queen of marketing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm still working the drawers. I just do it on my hubby, you know.
Who's your husband?
I don't have no husband. My hubby.
What's your hubby?
You know, this guy I'm hanging out with right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in love?
You know, I care about him a great deal.
How long have you guys been together?
You know, it's very new. It's extremely new right now. Yeah.
So you're into men now? Because we were talking about bisexuality. That's a part of today's People Poll question. Heather Hunter, the legendary porn star, now the artist, artcore.com. Take a look at her work, and you'll be stunned. It's really something. You know, your work on screen. You forget that you can actually possibly be able to do other things.
I know, and you know,
this is really terrific stuff, Heather.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy.
The question today, and we'll find out the results tomorrow. Would you date someone who's bisexual?
I would.
Now, see, you're very bisexual.
I'm very bisexual.
Is your boyfriend, your hubby, is he bisexual?
No, he's straight as can be.
And right now, you're into men.
I'm into men and women. You know,
so you're always into women.
I'm always into women.
Well,
that's something I can't deny.
Would you bring a woman home to him?
Of course.
Could you have a woman by yourself without him?
I hope. We gotta talk about that.
So then, no matter what kind of relationship you're in, you always want it to be open.
Yeah, I always want to be. You know, to the point. I love women. I really have this. I put women on the most highest pedestal.
Could you get with a man who loved men?
You know, in my past, I've dated bisexual men.
You've never felt threatened. Would you feel threatened by that now today?
Well, you know, it was to the point where I've dated bisexual men and I didn't know they were bisexual. But at the same time, I mean, if they would have let me know, I would have still accommodated them. You know? So, you know, it's really about just being honest and open with your partner about whatever you plan to do. That's how you can have a strong relationship.
Do you ever think that there's a time that you could settle down and actually get married the legal way and have children and
yeah, that's my my plan and my next goal in
life.
You know, I have a few things I'm working right now, opening up all these different things with my companies and everything, but I really would like to settle down.
What's your age category? 30 to 35?
You know, I'm very honest about my age. I'm 36.
Oh,
I'm extremely honest about my age.
Still a young chick.
Because I don't look like it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're still a young chicken. You got a body of a waif. You're built like Robin Givens and Kelly Ripa. They're both very. You don't have to watch what you eat, do you?
No, not at all. No.
How do you keep your cat trap done? Yeah, I was talking to little Mo yesterday. She's got the piece of pie.
Mine's is actually like a Hitler mustache.
Oh, wow. Hey, put your headphones on. We would love to take. Hey, Star, are you in there? Oh, Star's not on the phones. Okay, well, let's pick up the phone. Heather Hunter's here. We're only talking about Heather and to Heather. Hey, hi, it's Wendy. Heather's here.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
Okay, we're talking to Heather.
Hello, Mrs. Hunter.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good. I'll just be blunt and say this. Do people take you seriously for what you've done in the past?
Yeah. I mean, you have in the society, you have the 50% that do and the 50% that don't,
right.
You know. But I'm here, my whole life I built my career on changing people's minds and opening their hearts and minds. So I would continue to do that,
Thank you.
Like if you wanted to pursue other business, people take it seriously.
Oh, yeah. Right now, the proof is in my product. I have an album out right now called Double H Unexpected in the stores. It's doing very well. Got the music video out. I'm opening up my company, Hunter Media. And then I have the art gallery that's launching on actually May 1st. Check it out, artcorenyc.com.
Yeah, that's good. No, promote.
Yeah, so, it's what I'm doing right now. And people are really taking me serious because I realize that there's more talent that I have to give to the world.
Thank you for calling. 866-GET-WENDY. Heather, I wanted to ask you, during Advice Hour last hour, a woman called up. She's 45 years old. She's been married for 20 years. She found receipts from the strip club her husband goes 2 or 3 times a week. He enjoys going into the private room.
Okay.
At first, it just sounded like she was kind of a prude for strip clubs. Then it turned out, in my mind, like he's having an affair. He's going in the private room. What do you think?
Well, it depends on what strip club he's going to. There's some strip clubs that are really legit, and there's other ones. You go into the back room, we got a problem.
Yeah.
That's when I'm pulling my man out the back room.
Yeah.
But, it's really, I think, It's all of good and fun when you want to go to the strip club, but you just got to make sure you have your priorities in straight and keep your, treat your woman right.
Heather, is sex just sex? Wait, put that on hold for just a second. Is sex just sex? Because it seems like if you're open to an open relationship, then you are over the cheating part. Like you're bulletproof to cheating. Mm-hmm. It's other things that would hurt you.
Yeah.
Can you be hurt by cheating?
I can be hurt by cheating, yeah. I've been hurt by cheating many times.
Okay, we're going to talk more about that. I am very interested in finding out. Remind me to pick up on Heather being hurt by cheating. In the meantime, we can take that phone call that was just sitting right there. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, it's Wendy. You're on with Heather.
Hey, baby.
How you doing, Wendy? How you doing, Heather?
Hey.
I just wanted to call and tell you I love your work, all of it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So you're into the art thing now.
Yeah, she's into the art thing now.
Yeah. Are you still a lot of things?
Are you still the queen of the strap-ons?
On good taste.
Yeah. Hey, there's 3 girls in the room. Doesn't Heather remind you of like absolutely? She's absolutely tooling it. You know what I mean? Like absolutely. Raise your hand if you think.
I definitely have a 2-box at home.
See?
Definitely, it truly is.
She's like one of them scrappy broads. Like, don't let her size fool you. She will knock your head against the headboard. All right, you all keep it where you got it. I want to find out cheating and Heather and how it hurts you. Mm-hmm. And also, I want to talk about Avant and you all's date and the disparaging remarks and where we're going with that.
Oh, yes.
So Heather Hunter's here. We're getting to the bottom of what's going on, and you all keep it where you got it. It's Wendy. Thanks, everybody.
It's Wendy, man.
Secret society. What is that? What is a secret society, world?
Rappers, they know how to go. They got to be sworn to secrecy by homosexuality.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Sorry. I was eating my lunch dinner thing. Heather did this most incredible picture. I can't decide whether I want to put it in my house or put it in the pink room.
Pink room.
Yeah. She didn't sign it, did she? Yeah, she did. Yo, she's a really good artist.
Yeah.
Heather has got her own style of work, and we're going to be at her art gallery opening. Forget that. Isn't that book crazy? Her art gallery opening is going to be on May 1st in Brooklyn. What do you call it? The Buckhead section. I've never heard of that section. I've never heard of the section of Brooklyn, but, you know, you can get all the information if you go to her website, artcore, ARTCORE-NYC.com. Some really nice work. We're going and supporting. Let me talk to you about LA weight loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. Oh, my gosh. I need to drink some more water to round out my three big bottles I drink per day. Anyway, on LA Weight Loss, they insist that you drink at least 64 ounces of water. Well, per day. Exactly. That's a lot of water. I try to drink at least 90 because I want to be over. So with LA Weight Loss, they make it really easy to do. They say that I can put Crystal Light in my water if I would like, or any Crystal Light-esque type product, so it becomes more tolerable. Sometimes water can be so plain. LA Weight Loss, they also allow you to use sauces on your food. So if you're like me and you like to put a little something other than plain chicken breast, a little Mrs. Dash, and a baked potato. No, you can zhuzh it up. I pull out all the spices. Just delicious, delicious. 1-800-448-TRIM. You can eat butter, too. Everything within reason and within moderation. Please understand that. 1-800-448-TRIM. You can eat pizza, too, but no more that whole pie like you used to eat, or even a half a pie. You'll see. LA Weight Loss. You eat the food, you feel great, you lose the weight, you feel great. It's affordable, it's conveniently located. It's LA Weight Loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. Thank you. Dr. Stuart Mogul is my foot guru. The man hooked up my bunions. He took them both off at one time. I have no screws in my feet. I got my surgery. Actually, it's only because of the job that I work. I was able to, walk on my heels across the street, and I had car service for a couple of weeks. I wasn't able to drive, but I got my surgery on a Thursday, and I was back to work on Monday. I was back in heels I got my surgery in May. I was back in heels by, triple wides though, but I was back in heels by early August. And my feet were back in the old shoes that I used to wear, except feeling fabulous by the Christmas holidays. Yeah. The most worthwhile thing that I've ever done. And I chose to get mine done during the spring so that I can just wear flip-flops, have my feet just wide open, wear flip-flops. Don't have to worry about anything like that. Then as fall came, I, wore Uggs. And then by the time the Christmas holidays were, I was back in 4-inch stilettos only this time. Felt like brand new shoes because I had brand new feet. What? The best decision I could have made was to get my bunions removed. The second best decision was to go to Dr. Stuart Mogul, who said, Wendy, you can get them both done at one time. The man is brilliant. He's been practicing for 22 years. He's been on The View. You know him from the New York Times. You know him from various shows on TV. And the great thing about Dr. Stuart Mogul is that he's conveniently located on the fashionable Upper West Side of Manhattan, New York, USA. Now, you can go to his website, find out about his schooling. Don't just take my word for it. Check out your doctors. Check out who you want to use. Go to footnyc.com. That's my doctor, Dr. Stuart Mogul. footnyc.com. That's my doctor. 22 years of practice. Very, very good practice. I think you'll really like him. Put him on your list of checkouts. Go ahead, make a list of checkouts. I dare you. I even challenge you to do that. Make a list of five people. Go on your consultations. I bet you'll come back to Dr. Mogul. Go ahead, do it. I challenge you. I had 6 consultations. Dr. Mogul was one of them. It wasn't even a hard decision. It wasn't like I picked schleps to go consult with. It's just that Dr. Mogul stood out like no other. And he's got a terrific office side manner. He'll suck you right in. You know how a doctor can do good work, but they operate like drones when they have to have human contact. I don't like that. Like, I like a bit of personality and, like Dr. Mogul. FootNYC.com, thank you. Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports. Why am I doing 3 live commercials in a row? Wow. I love all these things. Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports, they're a good place in Secaucus, New Jersey. They've got rugs, they've got lamps, all the tchotchkes to sit around. Most importantly, they've got fantastic furniture. It's a wholesale furniture. The pricing is wholesale at a retail store. Do you understand what I'm saying? Stephanie Cohen and her husband Benny, they've been in the furniture business, they and their families, forever. That's what they know. That's what they do. They didn't just hop into this. Originally, Benjamin Rugg and Home Imports was a wholesale store. Now it's a retail store with wholesale prices. They cut out the middleman, and we, the customer, benefits. Yeah, exactly. So They're located in Secaucus, New Jersey, 20 Meadowlands Parkway. Wonderful people, wonderful selection. 201-617-9000. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. They feature the Martha Stewart Signature Gallery Collection, which is not some crap. You understand what I mean? Stephanie's also launching her own Stephanie Cohen furniture line. They've got an incredible selection of rugs, wholesale prices, rugs, big. How much of your floor do you want to cover? Tom in the rug department can help you. What kind of colors do you need to make your room pop? They've got it at Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Tell Tom I said hello. He was a wealth of help to me. They've got fabulous furniture, though, also. The modern stuff and the traditional stuff. The traditional gallery is upstairs. The modern stuff is downstairs. They got the classic, traditional, contemporary, all. Just a wonderful store. I'll give you the number again and remind you that they're open 7 days a week. 201-617-9000. It's Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Not only is their stuff featured in my pink room here at the radio station, but I also have their stuff at home. And it's a big wow. It's a big wow. Their furniture, their rugs, and your special touches. Wow. Benjamin Rug and Home Imports. Thank you. All right, I've used up all my time selling stuff. I mean, if Heather's not even in the room, Paul, David, and Dave, you perverts. If you guys can hang on for just a moment, I'll let you talk to Heather, okay? Wants to talk to Heather. Heather has a question for Heather. Mm-hmm. Paul, David, and Dave. Mm-hmm. And they are right in the age line to be Heather's big fans. 45, 43, and 40. Yeah. Uh-huh. When Heather was dropping like it's hot, they were right there in front of the TV. Just pulling one off, weren't you, boys? Mm-hmm. All right, you all keep it here. Former porn star and current art gallery owner and artiste, who also happens to be ready to spill the tea on the singer Avant, Heather Hunter, will be in the studio again momentarily. Right now, she's in the pink room, probably harassing Elisa. Yes, you've got nice breasts. I love her. She's been a friend to the show for a long time. Wow. All right. You all, don't forget, Vaughn comes in at 7 o'clock with The Quiet Storm. And I'm here until 7. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
This is Valetta Wallace, the author of Biggie. Valetta Wallace remembers her son. And you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Some say the X make the sex back.
Don't come around here with that Wendy Williams. Get your facts straight or shout.
Experience.
Little Kim didn't hurt as badly, though, as Tupac. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about, what hurt yesterday, and people making songs and mentioning me and stuff. The Little Kim one didn't hurt.
I don't think that was a diss.
No, I think she was categorizing. She was just using my name to say gossip. Don't come around here with that gossip. Get your facts straight or shut up. Well, it is what it is. Tears are for Brooklyn today. We are mourning the 9th anniversary, actually, of the death of Biggie Small. And I don't know what everybody's doing every place else. Shout out to Memphis, shout out to South Carolina and stuff. But we've been doing what we can here and playing, some Biggie music. And, it is what it is. Heather Hunter is here, repping BK to the fullest. She's got an art gallery that's going to be opening in the Dumbo section of Brooklyn, which I've learned is down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. So it's right there.
It's right there. Right across the water.
This is incredible. I passed your book around to everybody, and everybody's just said, wow.
Thank you.
Your mother was a volunteer worker for the Lou Rawls Parade of Stars?
Yeah, my mom used to have a great position at United College Fund. And then I
look what you did.
And then I used to...
Damn.
And then I used to literally...
A cat trap is a terrible thing to
be
waste.
a runner for the Lewis Parent. I used to be a runner for them. I used to volunteer when I was a kid, yeah. I've done a lot of things.
What happened, Heather?
I'm still running. I'm just running a different way, you know? I'm still running. My mom is very proud of everything I've done in life. How
did you originally get into porn?
Actually, no, I've been on my own. I was literally one of those rebel kids that said, I'm going to go out there and do it myself.
You have tattoos?
Yes. I have a heart and a sun.
Oh, okay. And where are they?
My arms.
Oh. For some reason, you would think that she'd have more. You'd have more tattoos.
I'm too tiny, and at the same time, I'm not really one. I think women should not have so many tattoos. But
wow, look at you.
I think if I like when a woman has like just a few little tattoos.
Right.
I don't like when it's like
seedy and nasty.
It's not about being seedy and nasty. I just you gotta think about these things when you turn 80.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So Heather Hunter is here, everyone. All right, there are a couple of things that I want to address with you, and there's some of your fans on the telephone too. Now let's talk about cheating, because you're into open relationships. You are also bisexual. One of the things that I love about you is that you are who you are. You put it right out there.
Yes.
There's no ambiguity, and I love that.
Thank you.
So if you're so right with sex, how can you be hurt by cheating?
Well, see, that's the thing. When you go into a relationship with somebody, I really believe that it's all about how y'all base your relationship to be. And if I have a man and me and him have a loving relationship, and I'm the type of girl that's going to bring another woman to the table, which means I'm bringing fantasies. I'm bringing you lustful sex.
Yes.
And I feel if he goes out and he cheats on me and I'm already bringing it home.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's like you're being disrespectful.
And it happens.
And it's happened a few times for me. And I just don't understand why
that incredible?
Does happen. But I realize, man is man. You know what I mean? You can't change him.
Wow.
But at the same time, if you truly want to put up with everything about him, you just gotta have to
deal with it.
Isn't
that terrible? This is a woman who performed sex. You've seen her. Apparently you're more skilled than maybe your average woman.
I just think I probably have an extra oral fixation than others.
Okay, there you go. All right, so she's slobbing. She's sending invitations out for girls to come in. You're a tiny girl. You keep your figure right. And you're still going to have to deal with cheating.
I believe that it doesn't even matter who you are.
Right.
I mean, if you're throwing it down to your man, you're throwing it down. I really believe that.
Sing it, sister.
I feel if he's worth it, I think every relationship takes time. It takes time to build something. It takes time to work at it. But you really got to stay, if y'all make points and values of this is what I'm going to do, don't go out of that. You really got to, it's all about building that relationship and making sure you stick to it. You know? And that's it. Sex is sex. Love is love. And there's a difference.
Now, you were at the height of your porndom.
Yeah.
You had the privilege of partying with some of the most famous, wealthiest men of our time, including Magic Johnson and
well, that's the thing,
the likes.
Wrong basketball player. I've never chilled with Magic Johnson. I was chilling with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We're gonna get this right.
Damn. Oh damn!
You know what I mean? Magic. That was just a myth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, truly. I say it. I'll say it once. I'll say it again. I was hanging out with Kareem back in the day. But I think,
and a lot of celebrities. That's
the beautiful thing about me, sweetie. I really
you don't tell.
I don't tell.
That's what I was going to get it to. I know we talked about this last time you were here, but just to refresh everybody, we spoke about the Superhead book. You can write a book certainly
I have a book coming out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, right now, it should be out. I'm hoping at the end of the year.
Are you naming names, positions, and?
I don't know. It's an erotic fiction book. It's called Insatiable Desires. And it's like an Urban Boogie Nights. It's really it's interesting. It's a great book.
But you would never name names or anything like that?
No, I'm telling stories, but there's no names in there. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's just not my style.
Yeah.
Back to that, my pride and integrity was jeopardized.
So, all right, tell us about Avant. First of all, remind us of the magazine, the articles in.
This is crazy. It's so funny because I was going to let this one slide. Back to, I said, my pride and my integrity is very important, and I really hate when we're back to cats that play themselves. I really believe, the greatest thing. I love King Magazine.
Yes.
And I did a blind date with King Magazine with Avant.
So they didn't know that you didn't know that he was going to be the date.
Coming to the door.
Okay.
And big ups to King, by the way. This guy comes to the door. Honestly, let's start it from here.
Okay.
My mother says if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything nice at all.
Okay.
And I always lived by that.
Okay.
And even if you were with your colleague, you have to really uplift them, even if you don't like them, or even if you don't have desire. It's all about having respect for each other as entertainers.
Yes.
So I went on this date, and come to the door. Honestly, I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
I had no idea who he was, and I called Janet Jackme, and she said, I called Janet Jackme really quick, and I was like, girl, who is this? She said, that's she said, who is that? I said, it's Avant. She said, oh man, I heard he was whack. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I heard he's whack. I said, well, I'm going on this date. Let's go check it out. So I go downstairs, I meet the guy. He's really sweet, cheesing, nice, glasses.
Did he know you as soon as he saw you?
Yeah, automatically knew who I was. I still didn't get it until we got into the car and I realized things were coming to me and realized who this cat was. But I've never heard a hit or if he even made one.
Right.
So the craziest thing was through the whole date, this cat was really sweet, all up in me. We were really having this vibe going.
Right.
And he was actually even singing, serenading me. You know what I mean?
Wow, okay.
And the whole nine. And I think when it came down to the publication and when it came out, he tried to play me. You know what I mean? I think that was really disrespectful for someone who actually was on a date with me. And when he does when he goes back and he gives his interview with the people.
What kind of things did he say in the interview? Don't make me pick up the magazine.
More or less, for almost anything. What I've done in my past is what I've done in my past.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean? And I don't need anybody making me feel like I'm a freak. You know what I mean? Because if I'm going to be a freaky, it's going to be the one who I really want to be a freak with.
Okay.
And I think these signals that he thought I was passing his way wasn't passing.
Oh.
And then at the same time, I think he really came out to the point where he was saying, oh, she's too skinny, all this stuff. And my whole thing is, if you want to date with me and you're all up in me, don't play me.
Yes.
Don't, you know what I mean? I think these cats, when they get out on publication, they think they could really try to play a person just to make them look big.
Yes.
But that was a real game move on his part, honestly. And when I tried to call him up on it, I called him. I tried to call him up on it. He was like, oh, King Magazine, the reporter lied. Don't lie on King. Because they got me verbatim, which means, and when I got on the phone, he was so cocky, so I realized he did say all that.
Yeah.
So I'm here to let you know, Avant, you played yourself, and I don't know anybody, I'm chill with everybody in this world. And I think every woman out there, whether you're skinny, fat, whatever you feel that you are beautiful, and no one should discriminate against you.
Yes.
In any way. And even if they're going to try to play you, at least be real when you're on a date with me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That was just really cool. That was really cool. And then my fans were like, oh, he's trying to diss you, you know what I mean? He played himself.
Yeah.
And he really did, because honestly, on the date, all he was talking about was wanting to know about my porno business.
Wow.
And honestly, for someone who makes love songs, he should know about love and knowing how to make love.
Yeah,
So you need to check yourself, and you heard it for Heather Hunter.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Honestly, that's that. And I don't put anybody out there on blast like that, but if you're going to disrespect me and you're going to play me, I'm going to play you back, because I have love for everybody. But don't play me,
Wow. So some of the guys wanted to talk with you, but now the break has to be over. But your website, Artcore, ARTCORE-NYC.com. It's artcorenyc.com. Look at her stuff. Now, how do they get these great pictures if they say live in LA?
Online, I have an art gallery, and that's artcorenyc.com. I'm running. The actual space will be physical, like I say, by May 1st.
And we're coming. We're going to be absolutely
we'll
there.
have our first grand opening show. My whole thing is also to give some proceeds off to charity as well.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give back in any way I possibly can.
Wow, this is hot, though, Heather. What good artwork. It's artcorenyc.com. It's friend to the show and artiste, Heather Hunter. Thank you, everybody, and we'll be back to gossip after these messages.
Wendy, man.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
My boyfriend gave himself a wet pussy or whatever, and he said he almost burnt his off.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
The
WBLS Trip-A-Day Getaway, courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing. And the station giving you fun in the sun. 107.5 WBLS.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
This is RuPaul.
How you do it? Work, turn to the left, work, turn to the right, work, turn to the left. How you do it? Work, turn to the left, work, turn to the right, work, turn to the left. Sashay, Shantae, work.
Ooh, Wendy girl, you better work.
This is Valletta Wallace, the author of Biggie. Valletta Wallace remembers her son. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Should I do it over?
Just with the emphasis.
Yeah. How you doing? Okay. What's up? This is Valletta Wallace, the author of Biggie. Valletta Wallace remembers her son. How you doing?
Jazzy Fizzle.
Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Alrighty, friends, it's just me and you rocking out. It's the Wendy Williams Experience here on the radio. And a special shout out to everybody once again in Memphis, Power 99 nonstop hip hop. Boy, I am so excited about visiting you all city and hanging and broadcasting and partying and just having a great time tomorrow and all weekend long. In the meantime, everybody else, the broadcast will seem, well, seamless. Ooh, Cool C was supposed to be executed today. No, keep this going.
Cause I like a girl that's fine. Give her everything that she wants. Golden money so she can flaunt.
Shout out.
That she got booty Louis Vuitton. MCM styles of every kind.
I know this song wasn't big all across the country, but here in the Northeast,
sooner or later she'll be my wife.
look when we leave the glamorous. Come on! You got it. Glamorous life. Glamorous life. The glamorous life. So Cool C, whose real name is Christopher Rooney, was supposed to die by lethal injection today, but what has happened is they've postponed that until next month. That's got to be an awful thing. I mean, it's enough sitting in and anticipating March 9th coming around. And then March 9th is here, and they got you sitting and stewing for another year. Well, you know what? A big, big shout out to Cool C's family and also the officer that he killed's family, Officer Loretha Verd. Her family suffered a tremendous loss, and his family's about to suffer an even bigger loss because he's, I mean, I can't even say an even bigger loss, but just dying of lethal, I mean, just wow. And, you know, he's been in jail for a long time, just sitting and just like looking at the grim.
Going crazy.
Yeah, going crazy. In the meantime, the officer lost her life when Cool C and, you know, his boy robbed a bank in Philly. It was over a decade ago. So he's currently on death row in Pennsylvania at the correctional facility for robbery and third-degree murder. This will make him the first rapper ever to be executed in history. And, wow. Hit that song again, though. I mean, that just, wow. I haven't heard that song in ages. Ooh. Oh. Keep the mix going. Keep the mix going. There you go. Way to go, so
my world. All the guys they want to get with her. Step back, cause you know you can't get her. First of all, you got to have money just in order to be a honey. But hey,
I mean, I'm torn. I don't know what to.
Like a girl that's and flaunt and show that she got Gucci, Louis Vuitton, MTM styles of every kind. Make a design, peanuts. This girl, man, you gotta just see her.
Being Little Kim tonight, and we live the glamorous life. Shout out to my bipolar engineer over there, Goose. Can't decide which way to go either. He's in and out of snapping his neck and looking down in sorrow. Ooh, shout out to the Hilltop Hustlers. All right, it's time for 60 seconds of celebrity stuff. This is just the stuff that requires quick mentions. So the young MC who was busting a move back in 1989, everybody, has filed a lawsuit against the publishing company Very White. I said with Very White Music for 2 hit songs that he wrote for Tone Loc that he hasn't gotten his publishing for. They need to catch up with their checks for young MC from Celebrity Fit Club who wrote for Tone Loc, Wild Thing, and Funky Cole Medina. He needs his money. He's seeking unspecified punitive and compensatory damages. Florence Henderson on Wisteria Lane? Maybe. Right now, she's lobbying for the role of Lynette Scalvo's mother. That wouldn't be a bad pick. Let's keep it moving. The Wayans brothers. Oh, well, you know, I told you guys about this a while ago. It's actually going to be going down. They are negotiating right now with city officials in L.A. to build a huge thing. They've already put down the Wayans, all of them, put their money together, $150,000 security deposit, and signed a negotiating agreement last week to develop a 70-acre plot of vacant land. The brothers are in talks with building a high-end hotel, retail stores, very luxurious ones, a studio, and a theme park. So good luck to the Wayans with big visions. People are still talking about Serena Williams staggering out of the pre-Oscar party in front of Terrence Howard, Queen Latifah, Kimora Simmons, Ludacris, and Nia Long. Apparently way too much champagne. And they literally had to hold Serena up to steady her as she walked out. Well, between the liposuction on her thighs and the champagne, I guess she probably was a mess. And finally, in 60 seconds of celebrity stuff, which, by the way, if you're timing this, then it is what it is, and sometimes I'm over. Crash, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture, it grossed nearly $54 million domestically, was released last May. It is already on DVD. It's been on DVD since September, but Lionsgate Films have decided to release Crash on the big screen. So for those of you who want to know what the hoopla is all about, it is being re-released tomorrow, Friday, March 10th, on 150 big screens around the country. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the newest feature on the Wendy Williams Experience. It's called 60 Seconds of Celebrity Stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. This just in. And I want to shout out to my gossip sisterin. I can't call her brethren. Jalinda Pace. Jalinda, I don't know you, but you're based in Los Angeles, and I'm sending my love over the radio waves to you. Dateline, March 9th, Los Angeles, California. The Randy Robinson Experiment, a new Showtime series debuting on June 11th, is a go. The comedy drama stars Kenya Moore as a popular Los Angeles DJ who is fired by her top 40. See, they've judged it a little bit. Fired by her top 40 radio station for criticizing an affluent celebrity. This is Jalinda talking. I spoke to the creator, producer, Kevin Willis, over the phone and wasted no time in asking about the rumors that have circulated that the Randy Robinson Experiment is a ripoff of the syndicated New York-based radio personality, The Wendy Williams Experience. So, this is what... right, so then she has her questions, and then she gives the producer's answers. Here's what Jalinda says. The similarities between Wendy Williams and her show is uncanny. Everything from the title, the character seems derived from Wendy's show. So the producer says, I didn't know anything about that until we came up to Vancouver to start shooting, and Kenya said that she had allegedly that she had allegations coming from sources back east. I don't know Wendy Williams, and I've never heard of her until recently, but all the similarities are purely coincidental, he says. So then the interviewer says, I find that hard to believe. For example, you've given Randy a conservative older sister who's an attorney. Wendy Williams frequently talks about her conservative older sister who's an attorney. Coincidence? And the producer says, purely, with all due respect to Ms. Williams, I'm California born and bred. I don't listen to the radio. I've only been in New York City twice, and that was many, many years ago. I didn't know of her until recently. Well, excuse me, in your sentence prior, you said you never heard of me. Anyway, she goes on to ask, again, it's hard to believe because although the character Randy Robinson's best friend is played by Jamie Luner, the bad white girl from Melrose Place, honey, and she got it going on. Anyway, her character's name is Lizzie Carnaby. Hello, everybody. What's my best friend's name? Lisa Carnegie? Lizzie Carnaby, Lisa Carnegie. Lizzie Carnaby, Lisa Carnegie. Randy Robinson experiment, Wendy Williams experience. Let's see. The big older sister attorney, Lisa Carnegie, Lizzie Carnaby.
Wow.
Which sounds suspiciously, the interviewer says, like Lisa Carnegie, Wendy Williams' real-life best friend. Another coincidence, the interviewer says. The producer says, purely, Lizzie Carnaby is a tribute to a relative of mine. I prefer not to divulge more than that. You lying bastard. This is me talking now. You lying bastard. Hey, Lisa, do you hear this? Hey, Wanda, do you hear this? We're about to go big time. Doggone you, VH1. If you put your legal hands into it, I bet you we could put a stop to it. They only put this show together because they thought you guys left me in the gutter on the side of the road, only to do nothing more with the Wendy Williams experience on fire on VH1. Little did they know we were wringing our hands and doing all the legal work in the background, and now it's done. And we are still on fire on VH1. I'm just waiting for a production date, but doggone it, the Randy Robinson experiment is about to be on Showtime June 10th. VH1, can we beat him? Oh, hell to the no. It still is what it is, right? That's all right.
Wow.
Damn, between the Randy Robinson experiment and Miss Clones, can I get a damn break? Can I get a damn break? Oh, what would Oprah do? What would Gail do? Oh. That's a good idea. I'm going to go home and relieve some tension. So what are we watching on TV tonight, family? Little Kim. I was just quizzing you. All right, can we go to the telephone? Is there anybody on the telephones? All right, line number 7 is Paul. He's 45. Hey, what's the rumor regarding Barry Bond, Paul?
It's not only Barry Bonds, but Jermaine Jackson's. Barry Bonds, there was a rumor that there's allegations that he's been using steroids, and Jermaine Jackson, as far as his alleged book.
Oh. Well, how does Jermaine Jackson know so much about Barry Bond?
What's that?
How does Jermaine Jackson know so much about Barry Bond?
It's not a matter of Jermaine Jackson knowing about Barry Bonds. It's a matter that it's Barry Bonds, there are allegations that he's been using steroids. But they're just allegations.
Okay.
And as far as Jermaine Jackson, the allegation about his book, and you mentioned it yourself, but that isn't, none of this is fact. It's all just rumor, Wendy. No one's put up any facts. No one's taken a lie detector test. No one's presented the tape supposedly that Jermaine Jackson's been to. If that's the case, then won't everybody just shut up and just play the tape? Because
you're right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The tape of Jermaine actually talking about wanting to do this book.
Yeah, well then, forget all this talk about Jermaine. There's a tape and Jermaine did. No, that's just talk. Whoever has this tape, just put up the tape and let us just hear it. This way, we will know that Jermaine Jackson actually said this about Michael, or maybe he didn't. but people are talking as if he did, and it's fact.
Okay.
And it isn't. And Barry Bonds, no one's taken a lie. Has anyone taken a lie detector test?
Right.
Taking steroids?
I see what you're saying.
You know, and also Wendy.
Yes.
It has nothing to do. Me wanted to talk to Heather. I happen to have been on her website checking out her artwork.
It's
has
beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But Wendy, you said something kind of slick. You said, "Yeah, these perverts."
Oh no, I was only playing with you, Paulie.
Wendy, you know something? You know what you said one time?
What, Paul?
You said, if I pop in X-rated tape, it will be black people.
That's what I said?
Yes, you did.
I mean, I prefer to watch black people in X-rated tape.
There you go, Wendy.
So what does that mean?
Well, join the pervert world, I guess.
Well, I'm a pervert too, I guess. Yeah, sure. The difference between me and you is that I got a crazy, disgusting, sick mind, and I really don't need all that visual, because in my mind, when I close my eyes, I see all kind of things that can keep me entertained from now until forever. I don't need batteries. I don't need tapes. I don't need the clubs. I mean, they're there, so why not? But my mind is very fertile. Thank you, Paul. All right, thanks.
This show is crazy. Just make sure it stays broadcast right here, because it's crazy. Everybody I know loves it, even my mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I was just, thumbing through Heather's book again, Heather Hunter, and looking at her artwork, and I was saying to Goose and Star, my Star intern and my Goose on the buttons, I was saying that, she is our version, black people's version of the Jenna Jameson. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. Heather Hunter, she might have been only doing porn for 3 years. Why did I think she was doing it for like 10 years? I mean, she developed quite a following and quite a reputation. And, I've never seen her in action. I'll be honest with you. I've never seen Heather Hunter. Not that I can remember. I've never seen one. But hopefully she'll be able to turn this art gallery thing and this art thing into, like a respectable way of her, getting money. I'm not saying that porn's not respectable, but she's not in it anymore. So then that means that she's piecemealing and trying to figure out what she's going to do. And rapping is funny or fun and whatnot. But, Heather's 36, so she's a woman of a certain age, and it's not necessarily, it's a fun look, but it's not necessarily a monetary, payoff. The woman's got to live and the woman's got to eat. This artwork, go to her website. I am stunned and pleasantly surprised by her work. If you go, and she does it all herself. If you go to Artcore, ARTCORE, Artcore-NYC.com. Look at her work. If you love her pictures, you can order them right there on her website. But she's about to open a gallery right underneath the Manhattan Bridge overpass. They call that the Dumbo section of Brooklyn. The opening is going to be May 1st. I'm supporting. I mean, this chick, she doesn't just lay it down, but she lays it down. Zoe, did she hit on you?
Oh, yeah.
No? Oh, you should have been insulted then. You're like the only girl up here. Heather, did she give you the eye, Star?
No.
She didn't. Oh. Heather, you're slipping. You left a couple of girls behind. She's a lot of fun. On Sunday, she's doing a music video rap party. Shout out to Medina and Medina Creations. Sunday's the 12th. Yeah, she's working. She's got her album going on and stuff like that. I mean, it's not making that much of a buzz. It's doing about like my CD did. Good music. Good. She got a little further than me, though. At least she got to participate in a music video. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I still got my mic. That's why I'm pumping my fist for her to have a day job. Like, my day job is the microphone, and my night job is, whatever else.
Oh, yeah.
Well. So anyway, but she's having her music video rap party on Sunday, and so shout out to Medina, like I said. Oh, and Heather also wanted me to shout out to Myra Panache, who I love Myra also. Myra is a wealth of gossip. Every day, Myra's got something new going on. So shout out to you, Myra Panache, with your Panache report. You're fabulous, Myra. Let me talk to you guys about LA Weight Loss, 1-800-448-TRIM. LA Weight Loss has been in business forever. As a matter of fact, LA Weight Loss was invented. Hold on, I am talking off mic. Give me a moment. LA Weight Loss was invented in about 1986. And since then, millions of people have lost millions of pounds on LA Weight Loss. But losing weight, I will tell you, and I'm sure you know that, losing weight is about choices. There are good choices and there are bad choices. I'm a carb eater. So I got on the carb craver plan of LA Weight Loss. I successfully lost 15 pounds 2 years ago, kept it off, and I'm going for the rest of my 10. I got 3 more pounds to lose between now and Puerto Rico. Piece of cake. I'm going to do it. So that'll be a total of 25 pounds that I've lost on LA Weight Loss. Thank you so much, LA Weight Loss, for being here for me. I'm a carb craver. But you know what they taught me? There are good carbs and there are better carbs, Wendy. You want to know some good carbs and better carbs? Whole grain, high fiber bread, apple bran muffins. An apple bran muffin and coffee for breakfast. It's a real breakfast. Hell, I was eating crazy before LA Weight Loss and feeling woozy and dizzy too. You know how you a little lightheaded and go, whoa, I gotta eat something, you know? Grapes, pears, peaches, all good carbs. Broccoli, cabbage, chickpeas, kidney beans, cauliflower, all good carbs. It's just crazy, the stuff that they'll teach you on LA Weight Loss. And I mean stuff that you can walk away for lifetime and know better. You want to hear bad carbs? French fries. On LA Weight Loss, you can eat French fries, but guess what? If you possibly think that you can sit down to a whole plate of French fries, you're kidding yourself. And I'd be lying to you if I said that's how it is. You sit down to like 5 French fries. You know why? Because there's good carbs and bad carbs. You want to know what else are bad carbs? Rice cakes. Aha! Were you like me? You ever go on the rice cake diet and wondered why you weren't losing weight? Because they are bad carbs. Cornbread, bad carbs. Bad carbs are bagels, but guess what? On LA Weight Loss you can have, but it's in moderation. Hello, bagel head. Moderation. Everything in moderation. They break it down. You will have a one-on-one weight loss counselor, and I will give you their telephone number. In life, there are choices. You can choose which radio station to listen to. You can choose whether to be overweight or not, and you can choose what to do about it. I'm just here to tell you that LA Weight Loss is waiting for you when you choose the correct weight loss program. The good one. The best one. 1-800-448-TRIM. That's LA Weight Loss. How'd I sell that, Goose?
Very good.
That was pretty good, right? I hope they were listening over there at the compound. You know what I mean? That sounded pretty good in my head. It's like, well, listen to me sell this.
Perfect.
But I believe in LA Weight Loss. Like, I've learned so much from... Oh, crazy. Anyway. All right. Alberto... Oh, St. Ives, the whip silk. Fabulous. Whip silk from St. Ives. They whip it into a frothy lather. Yeah, exactly. Now that the holidays are over, now that winter has subsided a bit, we're about to move into the warmer weather. How is your skin looking? Yeah, a crusty mess. Maybe not as soft as it usually is. You're finding it hard to find something to moisturize. I know why you're finding it hard. You're going to department stores, aren't you? You're shopping for like $50 and $75 bottles of moisturizer. And it's not as effective, but it looks good and the pitch sounds good. Go to a drugstore. Pick up St. Ives Whipped Silk. Whipped Silk from St. Ives makes even the driest parts of your body soft and silky. It's really light. It absorbs fast in your skin, and it's not greasy. Even the dispenser is something special. Look for Whipped Silk from St. Ives. It's affordable, and it's available everywhere. Thank you. How'd I sell that, Goose?
Excellent.
Good.
You can take a break now.
This requires no selling at all. Hit the button. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't have the button to hit? Okay, no, it's okay. I'll sell it. We're going to Puerto Rico. I don't need to sell you on this because the trip is already sold out. People knew what it was. They called up. They swiped their credit cards. The only way you can get in at this point is to win. This is one of, I believe, 2 or 3 trips left for this trip to Puerto Rico. This is it. Caller number 10 right now. Cops, one of the last available trips on the planet Earth for the WVLS trip to Puerto Rico. You're calling number 1 and you're calling number 2. And you're calling number 3 and you're calling number 4. You're calling number 5 and you're calling number 6. You're calling number 7. You're calling number 8. You're calling number 9. And hello, WBLS. You're calling number 10. Oh, wow. Hello? It is what it is, people.
Hello?
Hey. Oh, it is a 12-year-old. Hi, who's this?
Sharice.
How old are you, Sharice?
30.
Oh, Sharice, pack your bags, baby. You're going to Puerto Rico with us. Me and Steve and you and Tommy and Jackie and DJ SNS and JC Jace.
Oh my God!
You see what DJ? You see what I'm saying? Hey, Keisha Cole and go. Where do you want to go with this? We're gonna have a fabulous time at the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico. It's a sold-out trip.
Oh my God!
BLS.
I'm speechless.
Well, look. The travel agent has sold for us over 600 trips. Plus, we've given away a plethora of trips on the radio. We're gonna have a fabulous time.
Oh my God!
Yeah, one of the big sponsors on the trip is Bally's. Get it? If you need it, it's not too late. You got 3 weeks before we blast off to Puerto Rico.
Oh my God!
Yeah, who you bringing with you?
My sister. She's never been away. And she just turned 21.
Oh well. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because you got to be 21 to get to win the trip. Actually, I guess you can bring a kid if you want. Although, why would you want to? Unless you're traveling with care. Which would be should be my situation. It's a family trip, but I'm traveling with everybody. I get the babysitter, everybody. All right, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Where are you calling from?
Manhattan.
Okay, great. So you take your time off from work. You can probably put in today, okay? We're going to be leaving. You'll need May 30th, March 30th. That's a Thursday. March 31st is a Friday. And you'll be back on Sunday, April 2nd, okay?
Okay.
All right, now you're going to hang on a moment, and Chi-Chi is going to give you all your information behind the scenes. Congratulations, you're going to Puerto Rico.
You, Wendy.
Let everybody know your station.
107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Now, anybody know Miss Jones?
Oh, my God.
We got to get into this.
Clonesy. Do we really have to talk about that?
Yeah, just real quick.
What?
Anybody know Miss Jones? Anybody know Tasha? Y'all need to tell Tasha she need to get some creativeness in her body and really start becoming her own person. You know, we put it together real hard. We was going for 4 years, and you had 4 years to get it together and become the queen of this whole situation. And, you know, people getting real tired of hearing the knockoff, you know what I'm saying? You've been here long enough, become your own person and get your own identity. Rest on your own laurels. Nobody in this city can say that they did what the queen of this whole thing has done. I need the bomb, okay? So, you know, Tasha, get your own identity, become your own person, stop biting. Do your own writing, stop biting.
Wow. Slay you later. Clonesy. Hey, like clones.
Wendy Williams. Every state wanna be like, wanna look like, wanna act like, wanna dress like, wanna sound like, style stealing, clone, biting ass everywhere, non-reality scene. Wendy Williams Experience.
All right, so, you know, you all earlier this morning in Atlanta, outside the Rooms to Go in Buckhead, one of the members of the legendary BMF, Baby Blue, was killed. And a lot of people are confusing Baby Blue with Blue Da Vinci. It wasn't Blue Da Vinci. It was a guy named Baby Blue. Blue Da Vinci, the artist who actually lent his talents to my CD. Excuse me? How dare you? Lent his talent to my CD. And is also a friend to the show. Blue Da Vinci's got a new deal on Koch, and he's still very much alive and very much doing his thing. But he's not the member of BMF who was killed in front of Rooms to Go in Buckhead. That was actually Baby Blue. But shout out to BMF, shout out to Baby Blue's people, and I'm sorry to hear what happened nevertheless. But it's not, I repeat, not Blue Da Vinci. Okay, so line number 2 is Tamar still. Can we talk on the phone? Or no, you're going to have to break that up. You just have to break that up. Yeah, there's a lot of talking on the telephone over there and whatnot.
You dropped them. Oh, okay.
So while, is line number 2 there? No, nobody's there.
New calls.
Okay, so we'll take all new calls. In the meantime, guess what? Janet Jackson is paying for Johnny Jackson's funeral. You know Johnny Jackson, the drummer? Well, it was at first people were skeptical as to whether it was just commonality of name. You know, that he wasn't necessarily a member. But they say that no, in fact, Johnny Jackson wasn't one of the Jackson family members. That has not stopped Janet from swooping down on the financial situation. No, I'm fine. Swooping down on the financial situation and paying for this man's funeral. He was from Gary, Indiana. He was a replacement for the original drummer of the Jackson 5. Johnny Jackson was found with a knife plunged through his chest. The hands of his girlfriend. The girlfriend was nowhere around to be, arrested, right away. She turned herself in. But Janet is footing the bill for his funeral. That's great, Janet. That's very generous. No, well, Michael is nowhere. Michael's still chasing after Jermaine. Jermaine, you better not write that book. They say, though, the Jackson family always had the warmest feelings for Johnny Jackson, and the death has come as a shock to the family. And you want to hear Janet's quote? My brother wasn't that type of person. Oh, wait, who's she talking about? Okay, wait, hold on. Although Janet all right. He was like, who's Oxman? Oh, the Jackson family attorney. He probably talks like this too, so they all do so. He was like a brother to all of them. He was a part of their youth, and now he's gone. So Johnny Jackson had a biological sister who was handling his funeral arrangements, and she declined to elaborate on the funeral. She wants to keep it small and private. And she says, and I'll just use the same voice since she's from Gary and her last name is still Jackson. Even though they weren't related, they probably all still sounded the same. My brother wasn't that type of person. He did not want to be on the scene like that. So I want to keep the funeral private and abide by his wishes. But did he really have wishes if he met a death he wasn't expected? His broad stabbed him in the... Do you talk about things like that? Some people do.
Yeah, when you start getting older, yeah.
No, not even when you're older. Like my husband knows exactly how I want to be laid and what hair I want to wear. And I want a party afterwards, worthy of a Dons and Divas extravaganza. And I don't want crying. Yeah. And up on the big Jumbotron, I want endless flashes of me doing stuff.
You might have that up there too.
Yeah, and the Heather Hunter picture. Exactly. And after I'm eulogized, I want the Reverend to say, all right.
How you doing?
No, but I wonder if we talked about that ahead of time. Anyway, in conclusion to today's show, I do want to thank Heather Hunter for coming in. And you are just, a wonderful woman, a good woman to the show. And thank you so much for coming in, Heather. You can check out her artwork at artcore-nyc.com. By the way, Donatella Versace is taking credit for hooking up Halle Berry with her current boyfriend, Gabriel Aubry. She says she created it because he was a Versace model, and then she became part of the Versace campaign, and that's how it all worked out. And this thing with Megan Good and Jamie Foxx, what I believe is that Jamie is having a good time running through and up in anything that moves and stands still long enough for him to aim. I do. I don't believe that they're in love. You guys aren't really buying into the buy-in, are you? No. He's having fun. Look at them making out. He's unpredictable. Missionary is not out of the ordinary. Look at them all making out and stuff. Oh, he's even got a chain in his hand and he's gripping it like he's about to hit her with it. Look at the chain in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see? Oh. Maybe it's a dog on the end of the chain. I don't see the dog in the picture, so I'm counting a dog out. That's a chain. He's got it wrapped up, right? He's about to graze her across the behind. They're about to do it again. Missionary is out of the ordinary. Unpredictable. All right, lovely people. Memphis, I'm coming at you. We'll talk tomorrow. Everybody, it'll be the same show. I'll have all my gossip. And, the phone lines. The only thing about tomorrow is that the phone lines will not be toll free. You're going to have to pay to call the show and pay to fax because,
No, they can call here.
They can call here?
Yeah, we take the calls here.
Well, I thought it is what it is. Wait, you could actually call Get Wendy and get me in Memphis? It's not going to be broken, is it?
No.
Wow. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice night. Love you for listening. Bye-bye.
Peace party, people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Why does today's New York Post, doesn't this look old, like you found this at your grandmother's house? Yeah. Why does it have such an old, dingy look about it?
Recycled paper.
Is that it? Oh, it's terrible. This is the Daily News. Oh, look, the radio time is up for auction in the Daily News today. That's how we met our lovely friend from last year. It's for the Jackie Robinson auction. The Jackie Robinson Foundation. Yeah. For the highest bidder, I'll hook you up with a bobblehead doll. You go over to the Laugh Factory. You can come on a Wednesday night. We'll celebrate. Yeah, we're gonna have dinner in the pink room for you, or you can eat it right here in the studio with me if you have a good personality. Be part of the bonus hour. Be my co-host. I'll give you a bobblehead doll, and you come to the Laugh Factory and luxuriate, have your drinks.
And sit with Trevor.
And sit with Trev Hollywood. But so. That's a pretty nice, for people who love the radio show, you get the whole experience. The pink room dinner and the bobblehead, the Laugh Factory, drinks. We'll have drinks in here from beginning to the end if you would like, if you're not driving. I'm not going to be responsible otherwise. All right, you guys, we have the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience coming up next. I'll open up the phone lines. We can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Mm-hmm. And then don't forget it's Vaughn Harper and The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS.
This is Voletta Wallace, the author of Biggie. Voletta Wallace tells her story. And you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
Come on. 107.5 WBLS. She's a mother.
When can I have pizza?
All right,
When can I have pizza?
I'm going to order you pizza as soon as I finish talking about Jennifer.
When can I have pizza?
She's crafty.
I made all the furniture in my apartment. I made a couch. I don't do thrift. Goodness knows how many people farted on that couch.
She's a singer.
All that I'm given is the things that I'm...
No.
Okay.
All that I've been given.
Okay.
She spazzes out.
My guides have told me that Foxy Brown's hearing is not as bad as Foxy Brown claims.
What?
Okay, now
what?
let me just...
She's lost?
What?
She's gangster.
Back off. Don't pass me a glass, and I'm taking it to the head. This is my bottle. That sip was for Jersey.
She's the queen of all media. Wendy Williams. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience. 107.5 WBLS, New York.
Oh. And, okay. All right. Thanks. Have a nice night. I was just scheming on, I was going to send a box of food down to Puerto Rico because I'm sorry. At that point, I would have lost my weight on LA weight loss. And all bets are off. I'm having fun in Puerto Rico. And sometimes you go places and they don't have the exact food that you like. I mean, they have stuff like Doritos are okay, but I like cheesy sun chips with onion dip. Exactly. And cheese is fine, but if I'm going to really do the damn thing, I love pecorino cheese on Carr's water crackers. Melted for 20 seconds in the microwave. I'm a fat ass. I know. And I was gonna have some, just damn. The trip is going to be really nice, you guys. Anybody's going to Puerto Rico. You know what else I'm seeing in the newspaper? Did you guys see this in the Daily News? Some of the stuff for the auction is really good this year. You can win you can win lunch with Tom Brokaw. What did you like that? You can win an hour in the studio with Mike and the Mad Dog on WFAN. That's for you sportsnistas. Certainly you couldn't get that kind of sports talk here. Why not? Mike and the Mad Dog on WFAN. You can win a tour of the David Letterman show and more. The and more is because you have to go to JackieRobinson.org to find out what else is available. This Jackie Robinson Scholarship is really good. It's been around since 1973, and it helps, or it has helped to date over 1,000 students, with their education. And this auction that we're all participating in is the big annual Pitch for Education auction. So, my part is, and all it says in the newspaper is that you win an hour here, at the Wendy Williams Experience. But no. Let me zhuzh it up and make it better. You win the best hour, the bonus hour. You know what I mean? And a bobblehead doll, and the Laugh Factory, and dinner in the Pink Room. Or here in the studio, depending on how your personality is.
Don't tell the engineers that.
I know, they'll all have a fit. No, we'll eat and drink in here. It is what it is. They always think that the food and the drink is going to spill and ruin the equipment. Well, if nobody's eating in here, then why is stuff always broken?
Because people eat in here.
No, it's not. Champagne sees to that. She's like a cop. What? Champagne is like a cop. That's right. Mark Jordan eating a Subway in the studio. Washing it down with the great Welch's. Yeah. Behind all that niceness, she wants to make sure that this studio stays in tip-top shape. Okay, everybody. Where do we go from here? It's the bonus hour. Is Chi-Chi in there? Shout out to everybody at New York Tech. I had a lovely time with them today.
Yeah, actually, someone's on the phone from New York Tech.
Oh, okay.
Ono, line number 2.
Ono. Okay, let's go to line number 2. Hi, Ono.
Hey, how you doing, Wendy?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, too. Oh, my God, I'm just calling you because you put me in a coma today.
I was just about, what was that, from boredom?
I'm from Borough Hall, City Tech in Brooklyn.
No, I know. No. I was just about to talk about the great time that I had with you guys.
Yeah, I'm calling because you definitely put me in a coma today. I didn't know you look that good. Come on, I'm telling you, girl, you got everything going on for you.
Oh, thank you.
And wonderful show you have there. I'd just like to come in here and tell you thanks for coming today.
Oh, well, thank you, Ona. I had fun with you all, and I was questioning myself on the ride back from Brooklyn. I was like, I wonder if I delivered what they wanted me to deliver.
You delivered more than what you should deliver. I'm telling you, that dollar I paid today was well worth it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Ono.
All right, have a good day, all right?
Take care. Bye, honey.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so it was actually, I was at New York Tech because, domestic violence is like at an all-time high. It's ridiculous. And New York Tech is one of the many facilities that had something today. There's something on domestic violence every day of the week in this city. Literally, you can attend a function or donate your time or whatever. And New York Tech had something today that was really nice. And, you know, I'm not familiar with domestic violence. I mean, I got out before it was too late. I do consider when, you know, that big black mother father who I used to be with spit in my face and threw my friend out, you know, into the hall and slammed the door on her. You know, I considered that domestic violence. But I got out. Like, I didn't even second guess it. It was like, no, this marriage is over. You know what I mean? So I'm not familiar with domestic violence. They didn't put me in that position to, you know, to do anything other than, you know, to be there, I guess, to inspire and you know, remind women that, you know, you're better than that. But the good thing that New York Tech had is they had bona fide experts familiar with domestic violence. Like, literally, if you are a victim of domestic violence and you were at New York Tech today, you could have waited until the program was over, pulled somebody aside, gotten help for you right then and there. Right then, the help would have started there. So that was a lot of fun. But we had like an advice hour, you know, during the show. People were talking about relationships and stuff like that. It was fun. I had fun with you guys. I have a very, very short skirt today. I think that's what Ona was talking about. You know, I didn't know what to wear, you know, so I said, let me wear a business suit. Well, you know, my version of a business suit is very inappropriate. So Kevin, who just happened to walk in the studio, Kevin from the WBLS promotions department. So as soon as I went with Kevin and I went with Star and I went with Chi-Chi, and so Kevin said, "You're gonna wear that?" I said, "Well, wow. Well, you know, why not?" Anyway, I did have some fun. So Melanie is on the phone and she wants to know the name of the book for the book club. Oh, she's on line number 1. My book club read. Is Elisa still in the office? I think so. Elisa! Hey, Zoe, can you write down the book and run it in? Thanks. I haven't even started reading this month's book. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
It's Wendy. What is it, dinner time at your house?
No, I mean, actually in the car. It's transport the baby time.
Oh, I see.
Wendy, what was the book?
Okay. Yeah, let me just hang up the phone with you because I can't answer Elisa calling in the studio and talk to you at the same time. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, so
all right.
tell me on the air what the book was. Okay?
All right, perfect. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Okay, now you can pull Elisa up. We really got to get better wiring when we build the new studio. Elisa?
Call back.
All right. Melanie, I'll tell you in a moment. Cynthia wants to talk about America's Next Top Model. Not that many people talked about that today. More people were talking about black and white. I didn't see anything last night. We had the best time at the comedy show last night. Black and white was good. Oh, there's Elisa.
Sex, Lies, Murder.
Sex, Lies, Murder, and Fame.
Lolita Files.
By Lolita Files, exactly. Sex, Lies, Murder, and Fame by Lolita Files. So I thought I was going to be, you know, starting it this weekend. You know, every month I'm, you know, since the beginning of 2006, I pick out a book per month and I introduce the new book the first Friday of the month, and then we wrap it up the last Friday of the month. Lolita Files will be in on the last Friday of this month to, you know, to celebrate her book and whatnot. It's a really juicy book, and I've had the book in the office for like 2 months, and I said, oh, I want to do this for a read. Last month, you know, we did the football book, and the month before that, we did the self-help book. So I wanted to do this one, and I hope that I even get around to reading it this month. I have, turns out I have my own book to read this month. In that envelope.
Oh.
Yeah, they sent it over from the book label. That's it. Before they, you know, galley it up and turn it out. There it is. And I'm not reading it for corrections. I'm reading it like for, you know, the final thumbs up. I'll read that on the plane to Memphis. Sex, Lies, Murder, and Fame, though. I'm definitely reading it. I might not be able to squeeze it in until the last few weeks of the month, or last few days of the month, actually. I gotta get to that. Bye, Zoe. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Tamar's on line number 2. She wants to talk about Miss Wallace in the XXL. Hi, Tamar. Tamar? Hi, it's
this is Wanda.
Oh, hi, Wanda.
How are you?
It's Wendy. How are you?
I'm great. I was calling actually because I was listening and I heard you talking about domestic violence.
Yes.
And I was actually a victim of domestic violence, but this was back when I was like a teenager.
It happens.
And, I just really wanted to just encourage people who are in that situation just because, you have the fear. The fear, you need to have fear of losing your life more so than fear of somebody actually doing something to you. And you need to remove yourself from that situation because, luckily I was strong enough to say enough was enough.
How old were you?
I was 17 when it started.
You know what, though? These girls are catching it younger and younger. There are a lot of young girls, like 16, 17, 18 years old, being beat up by their boyfriends.
Exactly.
And they're embarrassed to say anything. And I think that the more people that speak out and say it's okay to get help and leave the situation, the more these girls will not put up with that.
Exactly, because in my case, I had the support of my family, but because I made the decision not to do the right thing in terms of like going to school and listening to my parents, my mother's like, look, if you want to be a grown person, then you're going to be living under somebody else's roof. So when I was like, oh, yeah, well, okay, then I actually subjected myself to it. Oh. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, it's my fault, it's my fault. So I know that when somebody's hitting on you, it's not your fault, it's that person's fault.
That's right.
But so it just took time for me to realize, this is not what I want.
Right.
And it actually happened where I went to visit my mother on her birthday, and I had a black eye.
Oh.
And, I'm like trying to tell her, oh, no, it was no big deal or whatever. But when I realized sitting there lying to my mother about what's going on, something needed to be done. Yeah. And so I just got strong, and I started fighting him back. And eventually, I left, and I moved back to my mother's house. And, I'm very cautious with the guys that I...
And she's 35 and she's still cautious. You see, it happened when she was 17. But it's a terrible thing. Wanda, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you for letting me say what I needed to say. Have a wonderful day, and I really enjoy your show.
Thank you, Wanda.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wanda was 3 words away from getting the crickets. I was starting to zone out. It happens. I know I have ADD, but, and that's such an important thing to talk about, but I was starting to zone out. I got distracted because I got this fax about Shar Jackson and her reality show, the Ex-Wives show. That's going to be a good one. Who's reminding me of this? Reggae Red, this looks like you're printing. Yup, I know. I know the print on your damn fax machine. That's a damn shame, Reggae Red. I didn't even look at the second page. I guess it was you. Reggae Red, you're so good. So ABC is going to be launching that reality series, The Ex-Wives Club. And it's going to be great. Angie Everhart, who's Sly Stallone's ex. Yeah, she's not... Anyway, Shar Jackson and Marla Maples. And it's going to be a weekly show showing these women life after, being the ex-wives. Rebuilding. Angie Everhart was never married to Sylvester Stallone, though. They dated and poked around for a moment. Shar Jackson was never married to Kevin Federline. Wait, hold on. Why are we calling this the Ex-Wives Club? Why do we use that word so loosely? Why don't they just call it the Ex's Club? Maples was an ex-wife. Wow. All right. Okay. Well, we use the word loosely. Wifey. So there's going to be a counselor on the show. It's going to help them rebuild their self-esteem after the men who've been in their lives, stomped all over them. The divorce rate in this country is at an all-time high, as you know. So this show could have the potential to get a lot of viewers. Reggae Red in her head says she hears crickets. I hear crickets too. First of all, Marla Maples and Donald Trump have been over. Second of all, I don't even feel sorry for Marla Maples. You poached on a married man, and you did it in such a way, you whore. You did it in such a way, Marla. How do you ever expect... You know what? Who cares about what your life is like after Donald? You lost him, and however your life is like, it's one peg better than it needs to be. You showed up in Aspen right there on the slopes. And that damn Donald, the nerve to have you flew his jump off in while Ivana and the kids are right there staying in the same lodge with Don. Wow. Just, he was sloppy, but you went along with it, Miss Georgia Peachy Peach. And now you got what you deserve. Sure, you didn't, that was terrible the way things happened with you and dude. But why are they calling this the Wives Club? You all weren't married. And Angie Everhart, I barely remember you and Sylvester Stallone. I hear crickets too. Heather Locklear is all for this new judge too. She's trying to work it out. I guess they're going to be amicable. I want to see them get along. I want to see them get along well, like Demi and Bruce. Where you might suspect that they're still having sex with each other. Richie's the one who said that the divorce lawyer seems to be a bit judgmental. And he's the one who told Heather, look, we need a new judge on this case. I don't like the way it's going down. I'm not going to get a fair shake. We're not even on an even playing field. Heather, how do you weigh in? Heather said, okay, let's find a new judge. So, they're at least working together. She's the one who filed for divorce, irreconcilable differences, February 2nd. He was in denial of the whole thing. She's seeking physical custody of Ava, their daughter. And visitation rights, of course, for Richie. In the meantime, I continually hear that Tommy Lee is circling her nest, like trying to get right back with that. Like he really feels after all the years of rocking out, like she could possibly have been the best thing in his life, the good one that got away, the good one that she might have lost. Doesn't that happen sometimes? It's not until you get a little bit older, until you wild it out a little bit more. Do you have exes that you would ever go back to? I could honestly say, oh, hell no. That's why they're exes. You know what I mean? Kylie Minogue is doing a children's book. Does she have children? I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except that I know she's big over in England. When I was on Hot 103.5, she had a song. Somebody refresh me. I did that station here in New York. It was dance music. Silent Morning. Yeah, and I did overnights. And
Silent Morning was Noel.
Yes, that was Noel. But I know, but Kylie Minogue had a song on the station at that particular time. The song was Get You Out of My Head. How does it go? No. She's had a lot of songs. 37 hits in the UK. Anyway, she's doing a children's book. Yeah. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Just get with all the ladies. I wonder who Layla Arcieri is dating now. It seems like forever since they were together. Jamie and Layla. Oh, you want to know what? Here's the people poll question today. From yesterday, it was... Hey, what's Chi-Chi doing on the telephones? Is she in there?
No, she's helping Trev.
Oh, I guess... Are there any phone lines blinking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on. I'll be right...
Can't Get You Out of My Head.
I don't remember how that went. Can't Get You Out of My Head.
Love at First Sight, I believe you. Red Bird, Locomotion.
That's it. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion with me. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion with me. Yeah, she was a big star on it. Like, we used to have radio station concerts. It'd be like headlined by Brenda K. Starr, co-starring Stevie B. Body, I need your body, body, need your body. And Noel with Kylie Minogue and the new sensation, Paula Abdul. Yeah, those are the kind of shows we'd have. It was so, oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, hello?
Hello.
Hi. Look, you can help me with the people poll question. So yesterday's people poll question, would you stay with someone who cheated on you and produced a child outside of the relationship? 10% of you all said yes and 90% said no. I think that 10% is more like 20%. What do you think?
I think that 10% is more like 5%.
Well,
you never know until it happens to you. That ain't a nice feeling.
5% of people say yes, then you'd say, as opposed to 10%?
I'd say no. I wouldn't stay. I wouldn't stay at all.
Well, see, that's crazy because, like, with a man, it's a whole different thing because that means that your lady or your wife would actually be in your house while her stomach is getting larger and larger with another man's child.
That's hard to live with.
And I got a telephone call yesterday from a woman who has had 2 children outside of her marriage within her 10-year marriage. And she was calling me and complaining because her husband's now cheating on her, asking me what to do. I almost lost it. I was like, what the hell? You've had 2, you know what I mean? Isn't that crazy?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The husband is ridiculous for staying, but, you know, I guess he found something about that thing.
Is
that been appealing?
Does it always come down to the thing? Couldn't it have been just that she's a lovely woman?
Sadly, Wendy, that's a big part of it.
But
sadly,
you sound like a mature man.
I am a mature man.
How
I'm
old
41 years old.
41. And it's even at 41, it's still about the thing?
Not for me. You know, I'm married. That thing live with me, sleep with me every night. I don't have to worry about it no more.
And there's other things that you embrace, excuse me, about your wife besides the fang.
Yeah, of course.
How long have
I'm
you
not
been
marrying nobody for the thing. The thing is too easy to get.
Yeah. How long have you been married, sir?
I've been married now for 9 years.
Lovely. And how many children do you and your wife have?
We have 3.
Yeah.
Actually, we have 1 together. She has 1 girl, and I have 1 girl, and they're all with us.
9 years. After 9 years, out of a 7-day week, how often do you all have sex?
I'd say roughly about 4 out of the 7 days.
Look at you. Look at you. And wow. And out of those 4 times, how often is it just a quickie? Like, you know.
You mean in one day?
Oh, you have, wow. Wow. Do you have multiple sex in the same day?
Sure.
Oh, isn't that lovely? So you're still very sexually attracted to her?
Wow. Yes, I am. Very much so.
Is she a good cook?
Yeah. Yes, she is. She can cook. And when she doesn't, then I do.
Well, look at that. I like you.
A marriage is about togetherness.
It is.
You know, sometimes you have to share that burden.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have her cooking all the time, one of the nights she's gonna burn my food and I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
So I gotta pitch in and help too.
Yeah, yeah.
And I try to set an example for my girls. I have 2 daughters. Both her daughter is 14 and so is mine.
Perfect.
I want them to see the kind of man that they should be with.
Perfect. I love it. I love it.
So that's how I live my life.
So today's people poll question is, and I know that you're married, but picture if you were single. Would you date someone who's bisexual and you're straight?
Well, before I was married, in those days, I had. You know, I've done the whole threesome thing and all of that. Yes, I have.
Would you have married a bisexual woman?
No.
Yeah, wait, hold on now. I told you I'm bisexual, but I told you also that I'm in love with you, Henry, and I've put those days behind me.
Well, then you're not bisexual anymore by your standards, but I can't live with the fact that, you know,
something might happen.
Right, and you can't actually say it's going to happen, but your past says you see a woman that's attractive.
Yeah.
Because cheating is cheating, whether you're doing it with another woman or with a man. It's the same. You're going outside of that relationship. So once you're married, all of that has to stop.
Yeah.
Can you stop that?
Yeah.
You know, so no, I don't think I would.
Yeah. Well, that's the question on today's the people poll at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. So, you know, I've talked about everything except for what you actually called about. You know, you're very busy, you're hungry, it's dinner time.
Well, actually, I really called to thank you for some advice you gave me. At one time, but there's a double side to that. And it's funny that for yesterday's question happens to lead right into that. Because I was considering actually stepping out on my wife.
Oh,
and
my
you got so upset about it, right? You were just livid about it. And I said to myself, if she can get that upset and she's not even my wife, imagine how my wife would feel.
Yeah, she'd want to kill you.
Right. So I actually took your advice. I left the whole thing alone.
Let me just tell you something. Up until you just talked about that, you just sounded like such a decent man. As a matter of fact, I was wondering what you were doing slumming here at the Experience. And now I find out you ain't nothing but a man. But I'm glad that you didn't cheat.
But hold on, Wendy. I am a man, and I'm human, so I do have those thoughts. But listening to your advice, I pushed the whole thing out of my head, and I went on and I said, she's right. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But you know what the double-edged sword of that is, Wendy?
What?
2 days later, there was a woman who called, who was a lesbian and had a woman. She was living with a woman for like 5 years, and she was going to step out on him. And you were ready to help her set that up.
Wow.
You were ready to help her set it up. And I said to myself, you know what? If that was a man here in New York, they would be married already, and she condoned that. I said, look at Wendy. And I love you, Wendy. I think you're beautiful. I love your show. You're a beautiful woman. But you knocked me with that one. I said, is it just because it was a man stepping out?
Yes.
Explain that, Wendy. Can you?
Yeah. Sometimes I am biased towards women and helping them plot things and scheme on you all, because I feel as though you all have done us wrong so many times, and you get away with it. Well, actually, no, you don't. I gotta go.
Okay, Wendy. I love you. I love your show.
I love you for listening. Thank you.
Alrighty.
They say Mariah Carey, everybody, has slowed down her fitness regimen, because friends were warning her that she was in danger of losing her curvy behind. She's not a fat butt. You would very rarely see booty shots of Mariah. They caught her one time in like the Star magazine pumping gas. I was like, oh, there's Mariah's butt. Wow, we never really see that. She's been on a strict diet regimen to get in shape after gaining some weight, they say. And now she's saying, I'm not going to waste away. Here's her quote. I've been working out like mad. You can even punch me in the stomach and feel how tight it is. My stomach was tight like that after my lipo in 1992 also. Wait until after you have a baby, Mariah, and then you go get your tummy tuck. Forget about it. My stomach is like... Oh. Listen to when I punch myself in the stomach. Listen. Wait. See? That's me. Tight. Anyway, Mariah says, she says, punch me in the stomach, feel how tight it is. And then she goes on to say, but I've got to slow it down because the other day someone told me I was losing my behind, and I don't want to lose that. Yeah, I don't really think of Mariah as having a butt. But I guess she does. I mean, I applaud her because she's embracing the curves. I mean, let's face it. Curves are where it's at. Shout out to the skinny girl. Sorry. I mean, that's cool and everything. I mean, it is what it is, but... Dear Wendy, how do you do it all with your schedule? Being a wife and mother, how do you handle it? I don't know. I'm a mess. Help. I mean, my wife, Mrs. Lopez, she helps me out. If you're a wife, you have to have a wife, right? Because a husband doesn't help out as much as you'd like. That man sounded like such a good man. He was about to step out on his damn you. You sounded like such a good, decent man. 4-time-a-week sex and helping out with the... Damn you were about to step out on her. I can't stop thinking about it. Okay, we'll fill up the phone lines. At 866-GET-WENDY. Anybody who's still there. Renee, I see you on line number 2. We're going to talk about you going back to your ex. Tiffany, if you're still there on line 7. Blythe, Jackie, Cynthia, Melanie. Oh, we already took care of Melanie and Onya. We already talked to Onya. All right, so everybody keep it where you got it, and we can fill up the rest of the phone lines. And the remainder of the bonus hour is coming up next of the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WVLS.
Hi, this is Vaughn Harper. Spend your weeknights with me on The Quiet Storm. The only place you'll get that musical massage after a long, hard day.
The closer I get to you, I'd rather be beside you in a song than safe and warm by myself.
I'm here for you. Weeknights, 7 to midnight on The Quiet Storm.
And after you relax with The Quiet Storm, join me, Champagne, midnight to 6 a.m. with your words of wisdom and our late night pillow talk as we toast the New York late night on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
This is Voletta Wallace, the author of Biggie. Voletta Wallace remembers her son. And you're listening to the bonus hour with Wendy Williams on 107.5 WBLS.
Welcome back to the bonus hour, everybody, of the Wendy Williams Experience. Today is the 9th anniversary of the death of Voletta Wallace's only child, the notorious B.I.G. Shout out to the notorious M.O.M. And today was supposed to be the execution day of the rapper from Philadelphia, Cool C, who many of you remember with his song The Glamorous Life, as well as other songs that were, well, I guess localized to Philly. He was big in Philly, the Hilltop Hustlers and music and stuff like that, but they have postponed his execution to next month. Okay. I just wanted to give a quick WBLS reminder that Autoland has something great going on that could be worth $1 million to you. Are you ready for this? Okay. They have this safe at Autoland on Route 22 East in Springfield, New Jersey. And if the last 7 digits of your social security number crack the safe at Autoland, you win the $1 million check inside. Exactly. Wow. Exactly. Wow. Call Autoland and go by there and get your money. That's a reminder from your radio station. Dear Wendy, I bought tickets to Puerto Rico separate from sheer travel. Where can I buy tickets to your party once I arrive? I don't know, but you can buy them. Listen, first of all, you can pay right there at the door to come into the karaoke on Thursday night. Pay at the door of the club inside of El Conquistador. Friday night, we're doing the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. We're having all the best comedians, Capone, Rob Stapleton, all of them. They're all going to be there, turning it out in Puerto Rico. You can buy a ticket, just like you'd go to a club here in Manhattan. You buy a ticket to get in the club. Saturday night, we're having the private island party, and there's a ferry that takes us back and forth. And, I'm sure question mark or somebody would be standing at the foot of the ferry, his palm out. So yeah, don't worry about that. If you bought a trip separately, but you want to party with us, yeah. Wendy, I have to tell you, I love the new song by Little Mo. This is from Big M. I can tell you she has really grown. And she'll be much better off. She'll grow from this. Talking about the divorce. I'm glad that she's back on solid ground. Here's a sidebar, though, Wendy. It's hard to believe that even she had lipo done. I thought like everyone else that she was natural. Huh? You live and you learn. What does a natural woman look like? Big hair and a bunch of makeup, so you assume everything's fake? Oh, I know. If she's naturally beautiful and, biscuity brown and got a real thorough, keeping it real attitude like Little Mo, you just assume that everything's real, right? Not. She got her belly lipo. And she said she'd consider getting breast implants. She'd consider that. It kind of made me feel good, too, though, that Little Mo got some plastic surgery, because I was like, ooh, we're infiltrating. Serena Williams, now Little Mo. Yeah. Come on. Renee's on line number 2. Is she still there? Yeah. She's 46. She wants to go back to her ex. Renee?
Yes, hi.
Well,
I don't want to, it's not that I want to go back to my ex, but if he wanted to come be back, then I would. Any other relationship that I've had, though, no. It didn't work. It was over for a reason, but there was the one that
got away.
It messed up.
Well, what happened? How come you can't go claim him again?
He says that I'm smothering. So, if that's the way he feels, then, I can't force somebody. First of all, I'm a nice enough woman that I don't have to beg anybody to be with me.
Gotcha.
Second of all, if he doesn't see it as we have to compromise. It wasn't a big enough issue that we couldn't work it out.
Right.
That's the way I felt. But unfortunately, he doesn't feel that way. So
you have children?
I have to take it as I have children, but we don't have children together.
Oh.
So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
not keeping me from moving on, but if I was asked to go back, I do think that we could go back and do it right.
Well, it's kind of hot that you'd go back, but you're not willing to compromise. That's hot.
I'm willing to compromise, but he doesn't think that there will be any compromise. So, like I said, it is what it is. If that's the way he feels, I don't have to beg him or anybody else to be with me. But
and that's what's hot. That's what I'm saying. That's what's hot.
Yep.
All right, Renee.
Love your show.
Thank you.
Love your show.
Thank you. Love you for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jackie's on line number 4 wants to talk about America's Next Top Model. Oh, my gosh.
Hi,
you got to be kidding me, Yashika Hill. Can somebody get on Memphis.com? Is that what you would get on for the city? Hey, hang on for just 1 second, Cynthia.
Okay.
Yashika Hill just sent me an email. It says, tornado warnings and rain for the weekend. Bring your rain gear. Hope to party with you. What?
Oh.
What was that, a combination of sex and drama? Yeah, we'll be in the hotel room and we'll be... Hey, Cynthia, I see you want to talk about America's Next Top Model.
Yes, I missed the talk on that. What did you think?
I didn't see. I'm busy. I'm at the club on Wednesday nights.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was very good, though.
But I heard that the person that got kicked off voiced that they didn't like gay people.
That was the earlier half of the cut.
Oh.
But I'm glad she got cut off because she was just... whatever. She wasn't cute anyway.
Yeah, okay.
And then they had that girl named Jade that's from New York, but she looks so familiar to me. Like I saw her in a commercial or a video or something like that.
That'll come out. We've probably seen her in a porno flick or something. Watch. It'll come out. Yeah, but no, I didn't see it. You know what? I usually try to wait for Friday nights. Tyra's got a lock on all channels on TV, so on Friday night, I'm sure...
Yeah, they'll do the repeat thing.
Yeah,
on Tuesday
yeah.
Or something like that.
I wish they repeated Black and White. I need to see that.
You know, I wanted to see that, but I don't know, I was a little hesitant.
You were scared?
Yeah.
So what'd you watch at 10 o'clock last night?
I watched Project Runway.
Oh. Yeah, I don't watch that show.
And there's only two I watched, Top Model and Project Runway.
What are you, an aspiring model?
No, I'm too old for that.
Yeah. All right, well, look, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, I've hit my computer keys more times and erased everything. We'll just hit whoever's there. Hello, hi, it's Wendy. How are you?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
I wanted to find out about getting tickets. I'm going to be in Puerto Rico at the same time as you guys, but I'm just going to be at a different hotel.
Yeah.
But I really want to come to the party, so I just want to see what I have to do to get tickets, if I can purchase them, who I have to call.
Well, let me see. First of all, we will be... First of all, it's Palomino Island.
Right.
Okay. And the ferry starts running Palomino Island. We're locking down that whole island. It's going to be our little party, the Wendy Williams Experience Party. And the ferry starts running at 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
They're not going to let you on the ferry without getting a ticket. You can get your ticket right there.
Oh, so I just have to go to the hotel.
And get to the ferry.
Okay.
And then once you get to the ferry... I'm sure that's where, it wouldn't be the hotel, taking the money because it's not the hotel's party.
Okay, how much are the tickets?
$100.
Okay. And is it open bar or anything like that, or is it just $100 each to get in and then cash bar?
Yeah, it's $100, and then I don't know anything about, any liquor or anything like that. But we do have some sponsors, but I don't know whether that means free liquor.
Okay.
I do know that Keisha Cole, Ghostface, the Jones Brothers, gosh. Who else did we say? I can't even think.
I can't believe I'm on the phone.
Yeah. So who are you going to be down there with? What's the weather like?
Isolated from the storms, showers.
It's going to be a crappy weekend. All right. I'm going to bring my rain hair. I just have to make sure I have the right hair and bring my rain hair. No. So who are you going to Puerto Rico with?
With my boyfriend.
Oh, nice. How long you guys been together?
Just about 3 months, but I've known him for a while. I've known him since college, so I've known him for about 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made him attractive all of a sudden? You matured and realized.
Basically, I mean, I was always attracted to him. It was kind of, I don't know, I think I did kind of mature a little bit.
Yeah.
And we've been friends for a long time. It's good.
That's good. All right, so hopefully I'll see you guys then in Puerto Rico, because I'll be right there on the island.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, who else is there? Hello?
Yes. Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hey, doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. This is Tiffany from Eatontown, New Jersey.
Hi, Tiffany.
How are you?
Fine.
First of all, I love the show. I just want to let you know that.
Thanks.
But I'm calling in reference to the race riot that happened in Bricktown, New Jersey. I heard of another woman call in the other day.
The high school, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, everybody, we're getting our update on that race riot at the high school. So what happened?
They totally blew over it.
Oh.
They up as they always do.
Mm-hmm.
What they ended up doing was we didn't call everybody. That we said we were going to call like News 12 and 9 and what have you. What we did was, because we wanted to get the actual story first before we went forward with it, we could get all the story out and find out who did what. The Asbury Park Press put out some information in reference to what happened. They totally dismissed the fact that it was race riot. They tried to say that the kids were emailing each other saying that it was a race riot. They were going to start all this trouble and everything, and that was not the case at all. So
the Asbury Park Press didn't cover it sufficiently?
They did not, as usual.
And how was the principal and the administration there in Bricktown?
Principal was actually really great about the whole situation. He was very accommodating, but the vice principal felt he was lying, had nothing truthful to say, and so did I guess it was some type of truant officer who works in the school. Also, not enough information. They kept blaming it on, my boy got hit, so that's why I started fighting, kind of thing.
Wow.
And that was the situation.
Wow.
Sense of, the complete opposite of what really happened.
Yeah.
So,
Jay.
So in the paper, they mentioned nothing about the girls getting hit, only that that it started with 2 white kids fighting, and then went on to, this one getting pushed, that one getting pushed, and then they all started fighting, and that wasn't the case.
Interesting.
It's true that the 2 white boys started fighting, but it was ironic how they started fighting just before the bell rang.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Just before the bell rang, and I felt it gave an opportunity for them to start a bigger fight.
So in conclusion, nothing really much has been done, and Bricktown is still Bricktown, like I remember it as a kid.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I have to say the fact that we haven't taken the extra steps, I still plan to do that.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get the full story. We didn't want to put out a false story. So
yeah.
That's gathering information, which is kind of hard trying to pull that out of Bricktown, but we're going to, and we are going to do something.
Okay.
So
all right.
will come out right.
Yeah, somebody's trying to get through on your phone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, bye. I can't believe she didn't hear that. Didn't you guys hear it? Yeah. Hey, look, tomorrow on the show from Memphis, I got some great stuff for Advice Hour. First of all, I'm going to continue my story about the secrets that your company doesn't want you to know. And I got them from this book, Corporate Confidentials, 50 Secrets Your Company Doesn't Want You to Know. Some really cool stuff, like to get rid of pain-in-the-ass employees. They will lay off a whole department just to finger 2 employees that they don't like, so that it would look like, so these 2 troublemaking employees, And here's another thing. Just because you're one of the highest paid people on the totem pole doesn't mean that you're not expendable. As a matter of fact, they would rather get rid of you because they can take your salary and chop it up 5 ways and you can still save something. And here's another thing that I talked about from the book today. And there's still more stuff tomorrow for Advice Hour. And this is so obvious to me. One of the easiest ways to get on the crappy list with your boss is to insult the boss, be negative about the company around the water cooler and in meetings, and talk negatively about the company in the email. Everybody does know that your company will tap into your email, right? I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. They will tap into your email and find out how many times you go on the porn and exactly what your emails to rival companies and what your emails are actually saying.
Wow.
And they say that, you know what? Loyalty is everything in a nutshell. If you are one of the top performers at your company, but you're disloyal, you have a stink attitude, they'd rather get rid of you and work with a more loyal person and make them, well, almost good, but not as great as you, but at least they have the loyalty. It's really something. Anyways, I'm going to finish that tomorrow during Advice Hour, plus 39 jobs where women make more money than men. How about that, girls? I have that tomorrow for Advice Hour. And there was this sex survey done of nearly 5,000 people and what they do in bed. I got that from Marie Claire magazine. We'll talk about that. And plus we'll be live from Memphis, and I'll be taking telephone calls and stuff like that. It'll be a whole lot of fun. I think I probably have to pull up and move out. So the weather report is junky.
Yeah. Isolated thunderstorms.
Crap.
It's going to be kind of warm, too.
What's warm?
78.
What? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In the afternoon, morning, about 75. 65 in the morning. 78 in the evening.
What is that? A juicy velour and rain hair?
It's some galoshes.
Hi, Scal.
Hi, Wendy.
I'm sorry. He gets disgusted. Scal gets disgusted. He's like, I had enough of that back in the day. Just let me come and do my work. And please do not say my name on the radio. The Skeletor with the floor that make the floor sound. Remember King Just? Hey, yo. Oh, shout out to the Staten Island Skeletor with the door sound and make the floor pound. That was back in the days. All right, you guys, I got to go. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. And Vaughn's up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WVLS.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
I am up next.
How you doing?
The New York Lottery presents number 37.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS music starts next.